Boo.
I fucked up. I fucked up.
Come on.
What's up, everybody? We're back, episode 22. I love looking at you because you giggle every fucking time. It's a guaranteed.
Yeah, because I don't know what what's about to come out of your mouth.
Oh, it's all.
It could be something like how you just came in, or it could be like, "Welcome back, guys. This is episode 22."
Yeah.
Here to my left,
Yeah.
I
Into the right, I have the Billers sign.
And to the right, I got Slagfoot.
And above me is the Heineken sign. And behind
Under construction.
Oh, my God.
my southeast direction.
Well, I'm not introducing anyone today.
Oh, I wanted to introduce Timmy.
You want to introduce Timmy? Go
Timmy.
ahead. How about you?
Shots explosions.
What was you about to say?
I forget now.
Pew pew.
Nah.
I totally forget.
That's all I wanted to do.
That's
Yeah,
it?
That's it.
I heard Timmy doing that. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And I remembered like the comic was going pew pew pew. And that's what I thought he was doing behind my back. I turned around and he was going like, pew. I saw that video. That was a great video. It was so funny.
What video is that?
The pew pew. He was shooting and they exploded.
Finger guns.
No, the one you was talking about.
Shooter with the fucking coach.
Yeah, with the coach from
I thought
Arizona.
you were talking about the Happy Gilmore when Shooter potted that. Shooter.
I'm doing that whenever my first putt that goes in.
On what shot? 9?
Like my 7th or 8th shot into the green, all 3
so
putt. But after that 3rd putt, I'm gonna.
Right.
Fuck, man. How's everyone doing? You guys getting anything exciting this week so far? No.
Nope. Work sucks, and we're just waiting to get my kitchen done.
I seen that you had like a big ass like fucking beam laying in your front yard when I drove past.
Yeah, that's the bulkhead.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's got to get picked up.
I got a little nervous because I was like, God, I hope he didn't cut something important. It was a pretty big ass fucking piece of wood.
Well, it was the whole room.
Drive up tomorrow and the whole house is down.
The one side facing the hillside and to the right, which would be the wall that has the the furnace on it. It is on that, but the range.
Yeah.
That whole bulkhead came out as one whole piece from the ceiling.
Oh, I see. So
they just folded it up and put it in the front yard because you can't put that out for the trash.
Oh, absolutely not. I can't even put like anything out for the trash down here anymore. The guys will just leave it. Dude, they threw my car mats into the neighbor's yard. Like I put out my rubber car
West
mats.
Mifflin will take anything.
Yeah, that's because you guys pay fucking astronomical amount of taxes up there. They better take it.
You ever watch the Garbage Men though? Like, did you ever like?
They're aggressive as fuck.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's like they're having a WWE match.
I could
with
literally
the
sit there and watch them all day. Yes. They're like, choke slam.
Dude gets in the back here and he's like, slam, 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 slam. And then he's like, fuck this shit, throws it into the neighbor's yard. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, literally, for 2 weeks, I fought with them. I put the floor mats from the fucking other Tahoe down here on top of the bags and they just chucked them into the neighbor's yard. And then left them there.
Dude, I put out every single upper cabinet.
And they took it all?
Every single piece.
That's crazy.
Every single piece.
Yeah.
That's good, dude.
And 4 or 5 trash bags.
Funny story about the garbage men since we're on this. Dude, did I tell you about the guy, the supervisor? There's a new supervisor driving around up here. They have like the truck comes and then the guy comes in a pickup truck to make sure they're doing their fucking job. He comes up, dude, comes and knock on the door. And I had the kids. It was like a Friday. No, it was Thursday because that's when our garbage comes. He comes and knocks on the door. And Cameron's like, someone's on the porch. He's dressed in like a uniform. Are you in trouble? Is it a cop? Dad, I think the cops are on the porch. And I'm like, no, dude, I don't think it's a cop. And I look outside and he's a supervisor. So I open the door. He's a nice ass dude. I had that lamp that blew over in the windstorm from the Christmas lights up there And he thought it was garbage. So he come to knock to ask if they left it. He literally, I opened the door. He's like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, these motherfuckers leave this in the fucking front yard. They didn't take the shit. And I was like, what are you talking about? There's a fucking light laying over there. Did they fucking leave that shit? And I was like, no, dude, that's a Christmas decoration. It blew over in the windstorm last night. And he was like, oh, man, I thought them guys were being lazy as fuck. He was like, all right, well, have a nice day. And gets in the car, drives away. And I thought to myself, like, damn, you need to pick that up. You look like a fucking trash heap here, dude. You got the garbage guys literally stopping asking if you got garbage.
It is March. Get your fucking.
It's not out there no more. This happened a couple weeks ago.
Decorations put away.
Hey, them lights stay up on the roof all year. Fuck it.
Might have been Wednesday.
Yeah, I understand with the light, but that was probably a yard decoration.
It was. Well, here's the worst part is that
yeah,
I sucked. I'm gonna.
Yeah, he does.
I sucked this year because I was on nights.
Can I weigh in? He insisted on putting up the Christmas decorations like a week before the wedding, 2 weeks. And I'm like, Ryan, there's no reason.
You put your Christmas decorations up after Christmas.
No. This was right before Christmas. No, this was before. Like it was literally a week before Christmas.
Yeah. And I was like, Ryan, there's literally no reason. Just don't do it. Right? No, I'm doing it. I come home and it's like 4:00 and he's pulling everything out of the basement upstairs. And I'm like, it's 4:00. You know it's going to get dark in an hour, right? No, I'm doing it. He didn't do it. He put one lamp out. He put one lamp out, and nothing was plugged in.
Is this a true story?
True story. So listen.
Is this a true story?
No, we don't need two versions of the same story.
It's not going to be a different version. She is correct about what she's saying, but my intentions were good and wholehearted.
Yeah, they were.
I bring joy to the neighborhood. Okay.
I completely
Your
agree.
intentions would have been
with the
much
Christmas
appreciated.
decoration. I appreciate that because I am a decorator.
You like it?
Yeah,
it feels good, doesn't it?
I love putting Christmas lights up, but if you put out one lamp and it didn't come in until March,
I didn't even plug it in. It was out there for a month. I staked it in the ground, and then the wind blew it over the one day, and then I took it all back down to the
It now has a tilt.
It's bent too. It blew over and
like my screen door.
Yes.
Fuck my dude. My screen door's RIP'd by the wind.
Why? By the wind.
Yep.
That shit came and grabbed it. And was like, fuck you. Boom. Slammed that shit right against the wall.
Screen door was like, see ya.
We got a ring for Christmas.
Did that blow off the wall too?
No. It was like, I forget what day of the week it was, but it was right around, had to be after Christmas, so probably sometime in January. But the wind blew it open at 3 in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
You probably thought someone was breaking into your house, bro.
The ding on the thing goes off, like the ring on my phone.
You're like, someone's getting
because my pet peeve is my phone's always on vibrate.
Yeah.
Except when I go to bed. Because I feel like during the week, if I don't turn my phone on ring, my alarm won't sound.
I agree. Everyone says that's not true, but I absolutely agree.
It does
I
go
feel
off
like
if
it
your
doesn't.
phone's on vibrate, but in my mind, it doesn't. So I always put my phone on like ring.
Yeah.
And I'm laying there and I'm half asleep, half not, because I'm waking up to go to work at 3:30 in the morning. So the ring goes off and I'm like, someone's at the front door.
Someone's breaking in the fucking house.
Like someone's legit at the front door. So I roll over.
Did you grab a shotgun?
No, I just looked at the phone. You know what I mean? Like pulled up the camera.
Oh, yeah, because you got a ring out there.
There. And bro, I just see the fucking screen door.
Flap it.
Swinging back and forth because the wind.
Yeah.
The wind just keeps blowing it, and every time it blew, the hydraulic would bring the door back down, and then the wind would blow it fucking wide open back to the cement, like the brick, and it was setting off the ring
camera.
Dude, I sat at work all day
Listening to it.
I would have like 600, probably 600 notifications from the fucking door, just going open and shut, open and shut.
You can tell. Go ahead.
That's what it's like having these cameras on our front porch. You get a spider.
The whole house.
You get it, but you get a spider on the front porch. It goes off every 60 seconds.
Fucking piece of dust.
I'm like,
no,
Ryan.
I shit you not. So I turned the alarm off. They all trigger and then they record and like timestamp it. But you could turn alarms on for certain ones that'll send a push notification to your phone. And I have it for the front door, obviously, to make sure if anyone's at the door, I know. Or if she's coming home, I know if the door opens, it's her or whatever. And the fucking, like, it'll go off while I was working at nights all night long. And it'd be like, ding, ding. And I'm like, what? And I pull it up and it's like a little fucking gnat flying
By
across the
light,
porch.
by
Yeah,
the light.
because the infrared at night, like the gnat, like shines it back and it sees motion. During the day, it doesn't go off unless if it's a person, but at night, it's so sensitive, it's unreal.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing.
It is. It even picks up like the headlights. Like
Yeah.
when the headlights come down and they hit our cars, it'll kick off, which is nice because like the one time that egg, that dude threw an egg at the house, remember that? We caught that. It wasn't the motion of him that set it off. It was the car's lights hitting off our car. So I could see exactly where it was on timestamp and see it. Because I was just like, who threw an egg? Yeah, that motherfucker. You remember
legit.
that shit?
Yeah, I do remember that. But yeah. But I forget. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So now the screen door don't fucking shut unless you're from the inside.
You have to go get a new screen door.
Yeah, but I got a lot more shit to fucking buy.
I know.
It's
The
like
Marson, the one that we bought's real easy to put in though.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
if it
like-
wasn't for Maverick opening up the fucking front door, I would go without a screen door.
That's true.
But this motherfucker goes and opens up the front door.
Welcome to having a kid that can be mobile now. That's the worst part. The older they get, the more fucked up shit they do.
Oh my God.
Because we don't have a like we just have because we have keyless entry.
Yeah.
So it's like pointless to have a screen door. You know what I mean? You could just literally walk.
Yeah, it's nice to look outside. I like our screen door, but
I do, because in the summertime I do open up the front door just to let the sun.
I like ours because it's got that little
Here
fucking thing
comes the sun.
you can roll down, and it's like it's the fucking mesh. So it's glass if it's cold, and you just pop it down, and half of it turns into mesh. Like it's nice. It looks fancy.
Could
Sure.
have used that screen door on Wednesday.
What?
Continue on.
Oh, you talking about the screen door at the daycare?
I'm kidding.
You busting my balls
Continue
right
on.
now?
No. I was talking about the screen door at our house.
Well,
Whoop.
put your phone.
Sorry, folks. I got to turn the Bluetooth volume off on my Roadcaster. Just got a Snapchat from David. I wonder what it is.
No.
Should I look at it?
No.
They're normally pretty funny. He's probably slamming Twisted Teas right now.
We should get into the podcast.
We are in the podcast. We're talking right now.
I know.
Oh, you want to talk? Okay, so
let's pull out your
Let's pull out my. Let's
topics,
actually. Hold on. Let me. Oop, there we go. I need a fucking laptop.
Fuck your laptop.
I need a
Let's go.
little MacBook. Problem child ain't a problem no more, bro. Did you see that? You know what I'm talking about?
The Problem Child? Yeah, from back in the day.
Nah, dog.
The movie?
Jake Paul, dude.
Oh yeah.
That dude lost to Tommy Fury. Lost to the Gypsy. In that boxing match. I'm excited. I'm so glad to see it.
Yeah, I am happy to see him lost, but dude's definitely a boxer. He ain't knocking from boxing.
I mean, I'll say this, dude. He stood in there toe to toe with Tommy Fury. No, he's not Tyson Fury, but
And he sparked him.
he did. He hit him a couple times.
No, like,
I
dropped
seen
him.
it. He didn't. He slipped. Tommy Fury slipped. Come on, dude. That dude's a gypsy. They bare knuckle box, bro, in England. You ever see that
You
shit?
can't, dude. If you're
Stop
trying
it.
to compare him to his brother,
But
you're crazy.
but listen though, have you ever seen the gypsies bare knuckle box in England? It's like a legit thing that they do. It's like a fight club in England.
yeah, but he ain't doing that.
He was. That's where he started at. That's where Tyson started at too.
Tyson
bro.
may have. He may.
They
have.
both
Nah,
did. Tommy Tyson and his dad, dude. The best was his dad got on fucking Twitch or something, or not Twitch, TikTok
he
or
owes him
something.
money.
He called out Jake Paul because he was like, "Look, you shook my hand on national television. You owe my son $2 million. We had a gentleman's bet."
No, it's more than that.
Well, he's gonna pay him for the fight, but there was another bet on top of it.
No,
that he
the
would pay him.
bet. The bet was if Tommy Fury lost,
He wouldn't get nothing, right?
no money,
Yeah, I know.
and if
If Tommy won, it was
No,
his
he
salary
would get-
plus two.
no, it was all of Jake Paul's money.
I don't know. His dad said that he owed him on this video, owed him $2 million for whatever reason.
I thought it was the whole purse.
No, I think the bet was with his dad. I think his dad took on a bet and they shook on it at the weigh-in.
Well, he shook hands with Tommy Fury because I thought that was the bet.
Maybe, I don't know, but the video was
Regardless,
just
you
the
gotta pay
dad. The
out.
dad was sitting there basically calling him out, like, "Listen, I ain't smart, I ain't educated, but I'll tell you what, I'm a gypsy and I keep my fucking word." I was like, "You better pay that man. You're gonna put a curse on your ass. That motherfucker gonna put some voodoo on you."
That's
gotta
not the
pay
kind of gypsy you're thinking of.
Yeah, they are. That's the same gypsies. The ones that
No,
live in the
it's
fucking
not.
wagons.
No,
yeah,
it's
they
not.
are gypsies.
Rame.
They're
When
gypsies.
I think of gypsies, I think of people that don't have no home, like a nomad.
Yeah, those are gypsies, and they
fucking
have like
gypsies.
voodoo witch doctors and shit like that do like weird curses on people.
You ever see My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding? That's what I was thinking of. Those kind of gypsies.
Those are the same gypsies we're talking about. They just don't live in fucking carts no more.
I know, they wild out.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, these dudes bare knuckle box in England. They beat each other until one quits.
But they live in the U.S. too.
No, they live in England.
Furies are from England. Those are
I'm
gypsies
sure
we're talking
those
about.
people. But I'm
Yeah, there's gypsies in America. Yeah, there's gypsies everywhere.
Oh, like you mean real gypsies? I thought you were talking about them.
You know what I think of when I think of a gypsy? The Esmeralda from Notre Dame or
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes, thank
yeah, but those are the kind of that is what those people now came from, or those type of gypsies. That they're legit
the ones
gypsies,
that, like, hip
but they
dance
live
with their-
in like England, in like
Shakira.
the outskirts of London or whatever, in like flats and like homes. But they have this like underground gypsy fight club that they actually bare knuckle box, and they bet on each other, and they get so rowdy. They put out YouTube videos calling each other's families out, and then like the whole family will set up a match, and it'll be all the different brothers and sons, and then all the different brothers and sons. And when it gets really crazy, the dads will fight, and it'll be like the matriarch versus the matriarch. Like that's the fucking main card.
Isn't a matriarch the mom?
The mom. I mean the fucking guy,
okay.
the guy version.
It's called a patriarch,
Yeah,
right?
whatever, dude.
Okay,
Fuck.
just fun facting you.
But anyway, there was.
I just
That's where the Furies
I'm sorry,
come
I
from.
imagine two
But all I'm
women
saying
fighting
is
each
that-
other.
I just wanted to bring up the fact that
Pay
I
the
like
man.
Jake Paul. Pay the man.
Pay the man.
Pay the fucking
I don't
man.
give a fuck what it is.
I'm glad that Jake Paul lost there because he needed humbled, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
needed fucking
I wish he would
humbled.
have got knocked out.
I wish he would have got knocked out too.
That would have humbled him even more.
But he did have a nice fucking shine.
Oh,
at the
yeah, he
end of
lit
that
him up.
match. He
Hey, he took some shots.
you know what I mean? Fury hit him up, dude. I mean, the dude did make $30 million on that, so you really can't. I'd get beat up for $30 million. I know that.
I'd get beat up for like 200 grand.
I'd get beat up for $5,000.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's
Fuck
enough
it.
money for me to go buy myself something.
$100, I'll let you
Forget about
punch
me
me in my
getting
face.
beat up. Oh man! So scientists found the masturbating walrus in UK again. He disappeared for a while. They got worried about him. He showed up in Iceland. Did you hear this story?
No.
So last year on New Year's Eve, there was a
Can you
walrus.
turn me down. Like
I don't know which one you are.
2 probably.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Is that too low?
No, that's like in between that second and third line.
I'm in between it right now.
A little higher.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, start over.
Making
Yeah,
my
you were
brain
yelling.
fucking.
Start
Making
over.
my brain like. Boom.
It's because I have the bass booster.
Start over so you
Jeez.
can cut that part out.
No, I'm just gonna leave it in. We'll just continue. So there was a walrus last New Year's in Scarborough, England. And Scarborough's on the coast, I think. He crawled up on the beach when they were having their New Year's Eve party, and he just was smacking his rod
What is fucking fin?
flipper. There's a video of it.
Oh man.
There's a video of him go, and this guy was there drunk as fuck, and he was like, "Get it, homie," you know, like whatever they say in English, like their little English like gang accent.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Look at this dude's an absolute unit," and he's just sitting there smashing himself, like rolling around on the beach. Well, I guess they got worried because they didn't know where he went, because it's not often that they see walruses, I guess, in that
Yeah.
area, and the scientists found him alive in Iceland. So now he's over there rubbing one out in Iceland.
Well, did you ever go to SeaWorld with Wally?
I've been to SeaWorld once.
Once.
I was young.
See, we used to go when we were in grade school.
There was
for-
one in
for-
Ohio, right?
Yeah, it was in Cleveland.
Is that the
I've
one
been-
you took me to? You
Yes.
took me to one
Six
in Ohio.
Flags,
Yeah.
Six Flags, and
Geauga
SeaWorld.
Lake
Yeah,
were next to each
Aurora,
other, right?
Ohio.
Yeah, Geauga
Yeah.
Lake turned into SeaWorld.
Yeah, it was Aurora.
Yeah.
So it
Aurora,
went from
Ohio.
Yeah, okay.
Geauga Lake and Six Flags to
Yeah.
Six Flags to SeaWorld.
Yes.
What is
So
it now?
Yeah, they were right next to
It's
each
yeah,
nothing.
They were connected.
Geauga
It's
Lake
just
is
Six
gone.
Flags now. I think
It's gone.
Yeah.
They're
Six
done.
Flags
They closed,
still there, ain't
no,
there?
they closed that
Oh,
down
that's
like 4 or
crazy.
5 years ago.
Cedar Point's up there.
Cedar Point's up.
But
in,
anyways,
It's further up.
When we used to
Yeah.
go,
Sandusky.
they used to take the 8th grade class to SeaWorld every year.
Yeah.
It's like school trip. And we went for our 8th grade year, and they had Wally the Walrus, and they put on a show. It was like the trainer and Wally, you know. But one of Wally's tricks is he rolls like into the water. You know what I mean? Like belly rolls. This motherfucker has a cock on him that's got to be
Yeah, that's what I'm
3
saying.
feet long.
Bro, this video of this was like,
Yes, bro.
his flipper. I'm like,
Bro,
oh my God.
I'm not joking you. They would roll Wally over, and Wally would roll, and then his cock would roll over with him into the water. And you're a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? You're in
Like, oh,
8th grade.
Look at that big old pee
You're like,
pee.
dude, look at Wally's dick. Yo, he's fucking packed with a unit, dude.
I just imagine a bunch of little kids sitting there like,
So
oh
when
my
you
God,
say
look at
that,
his
when
little
he just
pee-pee.
walks up on the beach and starts beating his meat, while slapping his mate.
Bro, I'm not even fucking around. And the best part is that the scientists even, they said they had to cancel the New Year's festivities because of this, because they had fireworks planned, and I guess the animal lovers were like,
wasn't family friendly.
You can't scare him because he might go on a rampage.
It wasn't family
That's
friendly.
what they were worried
That's
about.
all.
I mean, if I didn't get my nut and I was in the middle and got blue balled, I would throw a rampage too.
You're smacking, and then his fireworks start going off. You freak out.
Why would you
start
freak out?
Husking people, like you're running around just stabbing people.
Hey,
with your
maybe
tusk.
he's into that stuff.
There's no reason to freak out, dude. It could be a show. Like, right when you're about to bust, the fucking fireworks go.
Exactly. That's poetic right there. Just saying.
Could you imagine beating one off on the beach and someone says fireworks right when you're about to fucking bust?
Blow?
What town was that in?
Scarborough, I think, was the name of it.
That's hilarious. That's
That's
great.
what
I mean, that.
Yeah, the UK town of Scarborough heading into
Write a
2023. It was this New Year's. I lied. It was this New Year's.
your wedding. So there
Yeah, it was
is,
my
dude.
wedding night. He was
trying to
rubbing one out.
fucking
He was
rub one out
celebrating,
for you,
dude. He was celebrating,
He
dude.
was trying to rub one out for
He
you.
said, "Congratulations, Ryan and Kristen. I'm going to smack my meat on the beach in front of everyone." But apparently, I guess the scientists say that it's not uncommon for them to do that, especially walruses. They say it's pretty common for them to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's common for every
I mean,
male.
if I had a 4-foot dick, I'd be doing the same thing.
Slapping that shit.
Yep.
Stab yourself in the fucking chin. Fuck.
Well, Wally almost fucking made a title soon on
I'd make it do tricks like a yo-yo.
Wally's probably going to go on this picture.
Wally's
I'm
dead.
probably going to put a picture of Thor up on our fucking
Wally's
There you go.
dead. Wally's
It's going to be
dead.
Thor
Wally's dick.
with his massive hammer. I'm going to have to blurt it out. Like,
Yeah,
put a
blur
fucking
his
black, like
dick
a
out.
black bar. You just make it like 17 feet. It's going to go across the whole page. Short, bitter people are more likely to be psychopaths.
I can
seen
attest to
that.
this.
New research published in the journal Personality and Individual Differences suggest that people who are relatively short and unhappy about it may engage in antagonistic behaviors in an attempt to offset their height disadvantage.
Yeah, but if you look at all
George
this,
Stanza.
Yeah, Napoleonic syndrome. They said it's a real scientific.
I don't have no
scientifically
syndromes.
They
Thank
said
you.
that Napoleon
4'9".
syndrome is scientific. Yeah, I'm 4'9". That's an inside
I
joke.
got 2 inches.
If
on
Lindsay watches, Aunt Leslie will know that joke. 4'9".
fuck that. Them inches matter, dude. We were just talking about that. My driver's license is expiring, and Ash was using my driver's license to do our taxes.
She don't look nothing like you though.
And
Wait a minute. They,
no, because we
do they
didn't
pay
file
by
it.
the inch?
No, but
I was going to say, in that case, I'm 7 feet.
No.
You're getting out how tall it says on your license? Is that what
yeah,
you're saying?
that's what I'm getting at. Is
Sorry.
Ash was using my license to file for our taxes, and she looked at it. She was like, "Are you really 5'8" like that?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." When I fucking filed for my license, I told the lady I was 5'9", and the lady looked at me and said, that inch ain't gonna matter." And I looked at her and I said, "To some it may." Right?
And come back to bite
So
you.
she put it on my fucking license. I'm 5'8" on my license.
You're not. You're taller than that.
Absolutely.
I know you are.
I'm at least 5'10".
I'm trying to think
You know
of
what I
someone
mean?
who's like 5'8", like
Jimmy.
no.
Jimmy's like 5'8".
Zim
bro.
Fox?
Yeah, but I would say he's probably
Zimmy
like,
Fox is shorter than that. He's about as tall as Kristen is. She's
Yeah.
5'4".
No chance.
I'm
Jimmy's
5'1".
tired.
You're 5'1".
Yeah.
You ain't 5'1".
Yeah, she is. Now that I think about it, no, she's about a foot shorter than me, dude.
I am.
100%, bro.
5'1", stand up.
On camera?
She gotta
Stand
get.
up,
She gotta
man.
get out of the fucking seat.
shoes on, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's 5. We'll get the measuring stick out later.
I'm getting
I
to take
trust
There
her.
ain't no way you're 5'1".
Nah.
I'm short as fuck, bro.
They said that participants were asked to complete the Dirty Dozen Dark Triad questionnaire, which is designed to assess levels of psychopathic, I can't
Where's
say
this?
that.
Where's this questionnaire?
Narcissism and Machiavellianism, and a personality trait defined as being manipulative, clinical, and lacking in morality.
Oh, see, now
And then
you
they
took
were
it to a
asked
whole
to,
new
they
level.
were asked to
I
divulge
was
their
claiming
height.
this, but I'm not a narcissist. I'm not like any of that shit.
Well, I mean, it's
What do
all
they
different.
consider
They tested
short?
for 3
I'm
different
just,
types.
I just like to be fucking crazy.
What do they consider
sometimes.
short?
I believe anything under like 5'6" would be considered. So, okay. So fun fact, this is a fun fact. Napoleon was always considered to be a very short, but he was actually 5'6", and back in his time for a Frenchman, that is above average. So he was actually not that short.
What if it's like a genetic thing where we like evolve in like 100 years from now, everyone's gonna be like 10 feet tall.
We are getting taller.
Wouldn't that be dope?
We're getting taller and heavier.
Well,
Yeah, the food's making us fat.
America.
But we are getting taller because of the nutritions that we take in when we're children. We get better nutrients. To our
There's a
bones.
guy on TikTok who's like 7 feet tall, and he goes, and his whole TikTok pages is just to show you what it looks like at his angle, and it's wild.
I've seen that. That's cool shit when he's in the grocery store.
And you could see
And he
over
could see over the grocery.
Yeah,
Like,
you could see over them.
he's like, man, it's dirty as fuck up here, and it is. It's like
Could
everything.
you
on the top is
imagine
dusty.
your point of view?
It's wild to me because he's probably like twice my size, not really, but like 1.5 my size. And I mean, I'm so goddamn short. Sometimes I can't even reach like.
It was so crazy
easiest
that
stuff.
the signs that hang in the aisles at like Giant Eagle to tell you what's in the aisle,
Yeah, definitely.
he had to like tilt his head
Yeah.
to clear it because he had a hat on with the camera, and he wanted
wild.
to tilt the camera. And dude, it was insane.
I was gonna say something that I can't remember what it was.
We were talking.
Diaries
about-
of a Stoner.
I honestly, it was. What were we talking right before you said?
I was talking about
this?
Napoleon being average height. You asked me how tall you consider short, and I said I think 5'6" because Napoleon was 5'6".
He was actually above average
Yeah, he was above average for the time
for a Frenchman.
for a Frenchman. And then that's where we left off in Crystal.
So he wasn't as short as I'm thinking.
A lot of people think that he was like almost a midget, but he wasn't. In
Oh,
our standards,
okay.
he was 5'6", so people consider him short now. But at the time, because it was so long ago,
See, I always imagined
he was
him
average.
being
He was
like
a little bit above average
4'9".
height.
Like,
5'4" was the average height in France.
okay,
Yeah, you know the average height of a Roman?
what?
5 feet.
For real?
Roman
So
soldiers
I am
averaged about 5
Sparta.
feet,
Is
which
like
is
a
why
mini.
no, Sparta is Greece. Come on, let's get in this
I'm sorry.
ancient shit here.
Sorry, I'm not
Rome is Italy.
geographically
Rome is Italy.
smart.
Sparta was in Greece. They were close. You could just jump across the water, but
It's over that way.
yeah,
That's all I remember.
Romans average height was about 5 foot tall. So could you imagine that? Like they were the strongest army in the world, and they were filled with a bunch of midgets, a bunch of Christians coming at you with swords and pikes.
This all makes sense.
I can't remember.
Maybe
what
I'm.
the fuck I was gonna
That's
say.
also why they were so scared. They were
what
so
is it,
scared of
Roman
the
or Greek?
Gauls.
Maybe I'm Greek.
You're
What was
Roman.
it? Roman.
Romans are Italy.
Okay.
You're Italian.
Oh, this all makes
But
sense.
anyway, they were scared of the Gauls, which were like the Germans, because the Germans were over 6 foot high. So to them, they looked like giants. That's why they called that the land of the giants.
Okay.
But fun facts. I'm just throwing them out there.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
That's what my brain's doing right now.
All right,
Trying to figure out what the fuck I just was gonna say.
we'll move on. We'll move on to the next one then. So the National Park Service was out there shooting some heat out, some funny shit. With the spring coming back out and everyone starting to go back into the parks, they sent out a tweet that said they advise park goers facing a bear attack not to push their slower friend down.
Yeah,
When the bear attacks.
I seen the headline, but I didn't go into it.
The actual tweet says, if you come across a bear, never push a slower friend down,
That's like
even
the
if
Red
you
Bull
feel the
commercial.
friendship has run its course. That was from their verified NPS fucking thing.
You would try pushing me down. You would try to put. You know who would? Tony.
I just got to be
When
faster
Tone
than
when
you.
Tone would run away, he would definitely push off of you to push you like.
Oh yeah,
that's some
he'd
type-
shoulder bump.
He
you.
does that shit. He does that shit when he's drunk, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
come out,
you're trying to
come
push
out,
on-
shoulder you and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the one time he fucking hit me up there, he hit me and he ran into me and I seen it coming and I like dipped my shoulder. He hit me and fell on the ground, and I was like, "That's what you get."
He's 100% doing that to you if there's a bear chasing you.
Oh yeah, he's
100%.
He's gonna run into your shoulder. You hope you fall and then run away like this, like a tall
That's
lanky
it.
fuck.
You just can't be the slowest. That's the goal.
Spaghetti noodle run.
There was kind of like an exchange on their Twitter. They were goofing around and they were saying there was 5.4 million views on that, and then other people started tweeting. They said check on the friendship before you head into the woods. Someone who asked if they would do it to their slower friend. You know what I mean? Like they were like, you should ask your friends before
Yeah.
you're going out there.
You
You're
like
gonna
me,
shove
man.
them down.
So did they give a reason what you should do?
With a barrier,
Or was it just-
they
was
didn't
it
know.
just-
It was more like it was more like just to make news.
Trying to get content.
I think that they hired a new fucking social media guy and he's just out there doing shit like the Wendy's.
I thought they were trying to give like this is what you should do.
Yeah, you lock arms, skip and dance. And
Oh my God, shut the fuck up, dude.
Holy shit.
All right, listen, here's what we're gonna do.
Let's take a break.
I gotta take a break because I gotta set this up, but fucking Matt Rosado's in the fucking building. So Let me fucking set up a mic for him and we'll be right back.
We all have a list of reasons to drink. I know for me, my kids are my reason. Speaking of kids, are you looking for childcare in your area? Fortunately, we're sponsored by Busy Bee Playcare, located right here in the Pittsburgh area. Give them a call for availability, 412-295-8444.
Welcome back to Any Excuse to Drink. I'm back.
Look who the fuck showed up.
Your host, Matt.
Well, when we get to Any Excuse to Drink, you'll realize why I needed to be here to share my story of the last 2 days. I feel like it's content that can't be passed up from anybody. So, all right. Well, I guess we're doing 3 facts with Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, you guys ready?
Ready, sketty.
2 are true, 1 is false.
Got you.
Name of the game is figure out which one's false. You guys have been sucking lately. Timmy, step your shit up.
Fact.
Oh, wait, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I've been listening to the last few episodes. I got them all right. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that I didn't get them all right while I was sitting there by myself. So,
All right, you ready?
Better watch out. His head's too big. He ain't gonna be able to get out of the garage.
First fact. There is an ant that only lives in a 14-block section of New York City and nowhere else on Earth. That's the first fact. Second fact. Caesar salad was invented in Mexico by an Italian-American man. Third fact. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth.
that
2 are
Mount
true, 1 are false.
That Mount Everest shit's just to throw me off.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Come on.
Two are true, 1 is false. You guys got to figure it out.
Are we going to say like
Start with
unofficial mountain ranges or something?
Yeah, there's going to be something crazy with that. I thought the same thing you thought, Matt, that number 2 was going to be false. But then
I kind of forget my own segment. It's one's false, right?
Yeah.
1's false, 2 are true. That's exactly what you said. 1 false, 2 is true.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Because now I remember it was really easy to find the true ones. It was super hard to come up with the fake one.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very hard to come up with the fake ones.
That's why I think you're
All right.
fucking
He's
trying to
going
throw us
first.
off with this Mount Everest. I'm saying number 2 is fake.
You're saying Caesar
Yeah,
salad's fake.
I'm going to stick with my gut. here.
Reasons.
You just got too much going on in there.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mexico, Italian Americans,
Mexico.
Caesar. Nah.
Kristen, which one's the fake one?
First of all, if number 1's true, I want to know what the name of this ant is called. Like, is his name
many-
Bob?
Isn't
Like, I
there
feel like it's like
thousands of species
It's not just
of
one
ants?
ant.
It's
Yeah.
it's a species.
of ant.
Yeah, it's not.
She said, I hope his name's like Bob.
I guess I should have clarified that. I'm sorry.
I really thought there was just one ant.
No, bro, it's
Just
one
one
species.
ant.
Yeah.
Like
But there's
one solo
thousands of
ant.
species
One
of ant. Makes
ant
sense.
named Steve.
Let me in on what I was picturing.
You thought there was a single ant that
I
runs a
pictured-
14-block
You
area?
didn't just hear what she said
Yeah,
right
I
before
did.
that?
That's what she's gonna
Yeah,
say.
I pictured this gangster ass ant.
She was like, I hope his name's like Bob.
He comes home and watches his tube TV. He comes home and watches his tube TV on his couch in this little ass apartment.
He just comes up to the other ants like, "You're on my block, bro. What you doing here?" You know what I mean?
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck you, Steve.
Like his whole kitchen is just one slice of pizza that he periodically eats off of.
Shit.
So kudos
Everest.
to Bob the Ant.
Everest is fake. I'm going Everest.
I'm thinking the same. I'm thinking Everest is fake.
Everest is fake.
It's just some. You're gonna come up with some bull. There's gonna be some bullshit range.
Randy
right?
probably knows the right answer. because
Randy, what are you
Randy
saying?
Stays
I
on it.
believe the salad is correct. I think that's
okay,
a true
yeah.
one.
It's
I
not-
believe
okay, so
if- I used to know the story, but it's been such a long time.
All right, so time out from your statement here. You hear how he says, I think? No, that motherfucker
I
knows.
believe.
So I already know I'm wrong.
He said, I believe.
No, I believe
No.
that's
his.
correct.
He has no
Now,
poker face.
I need a clarification on Mount Everest. How did you state that question?
Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth.
On Earth. I'm gonna say that one's false, even though it sounds true.
Wait, I know what it is.
I'm going to
Sorry,
say
Randy.
it's underwater.
Marianas Trench
Yes.
is larger the opposite fucking way. That's what it is. I knew it was something.
It is not the Marianas
No, because he
Trench.
said mountain. He said mountain, so it would have to come up.
Yeah, I think
That's
it
a
was
trench. It goes
I
down.
thought it was one of the volcanoes. in
Matt,
the
I've been
Pacific.
on him the last couple weeks of how he's been stating things.
Because the Marianas Trench is the lowest
I
point
bet
in
you
Earth.
there's a mountain.
So if you're saying mountain in general, okay, I get that.
Trying really hard not to giggle right now because you're making it really hard.
Okay.
All right.
So
But
what do you
number
say?
one, I can't believe, well, evolution maybe, but I can't believe number one. So I'm going to say number one's false.
You're saying number one's false?
Yeah, even
He's
though I
throwing
think
this.
number
That's him throwing
well, you
this.
kind of dissuaded me from
So
three.
throwing's a good for me.
Yeah, because he just told us.
Is it the
basically
Caesar
that
salad thing then?
No, he's just basically told you that 3's correct.
I don't know though.
I'm wrong. He already clarified that I'm wrong. That I believe shit. He already knew it's true. He's just trying to make it sound
That's
nice.
his way of doing it nicely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, like Ryan said, he's trying to throw us off with saying number one, but so basically number 3 is true.
You guys want to know? Or are you
There's
going to
probably
keep?
some
Yes.
fucking
Do you
mountain
wanna
over
know?
in China
I'm ready.
that's high.
I'm ready.
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to know.
Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth. Is the false one.
Yes.
The other two are true. Caesar salad. Let's go over them.
One. I am one for one.
I'm like 0 for 7, bro.
There is an ant that only lives in a 14-block section of New York City and nowhere else on Earth. It is called the Manhattan ant, not Manhattan, Manhattan.
In New York.
It is only found within a 14-block section.
So Bob
of New York
has a
City.
hat. Bob
It
has
is
a
nowhere
hat.
else on the planet. It's small to it's similar to a cornfield ant, but scientists believe that it evolved thanks to the isolation within the concrete jungle.
So what is the tallest mountain? I'm sorry.
Well, we're getting there. We're gonna
Okay,
go down there.
thank
We're
you.
going. That is the Mount Everest is the false one. So
Right.
these two that I'm reading are the true ones. It is the false.
We get it. I'm wrong.
Caesar salad was invented in Mexico by an Italian American man. Caesar salad sounds like an item that would be inspired by Julius Caesar in Rome, but the truth is that it was named after a man who invented it in 1924.
Yeah,
Italian
that was-
American
this
restaurateur.
Wasn't that
I believe.
one on the West Coast, Acapulco, or
I'm about to get there. Caesar Sardini.
I believe.
Not the place of origin, which is actually
That's why there's sardines
Tijuana,
in the dressing.
Mexico.
Tijuana? That's
Yeah, so it was in Tijuana, Mexico that it was created. It was according to Food and Wine, Cardini moved to the city, which is close to the California border, to escape the confines of prohibition. Cardini developed a simple salad during the 4th of July rush in 1924 with the only ingredients he had left.
So that's why there's anchovies in there.
Yeah, he just had like fish oil, Parmesan, and fucking.
It is so fire.
Lettuce.
I can't eat
I love
an
it.
anchovy any other way.
The croutons, the
love
parmesan.
When I found out
The parm
that
cheese.
Caesar dressing had anchovies, I was a little disturbed. I was like, oh,
I
but
never
it's
knew
still
that till just now.
fire.
I always
Did you
thought it
know
was
that?
the cheese
Just
that
now.
Little
you
chunks
didn't
of
know that?
anchovy, bro.
Yeah, that's what's in it. A Caesar dressing is oil and anchovies. That's it. And then the
Well,
Parmesan.
Parmesan and the milk. It's a mayonnaise based thing, so it's the same thing.
But I always thought
It's like ranch, but way better taste.
I love Caesar
Yeah.
dressing.
I always thought.
Is that the like little zing you
Yes.
get?
I always thought it was from the Parmesan, but it's the fish
Yeah,
oil.
but you can also get that hint of Parmesan right at the end, and it's
Yeah.
like that's what I look
That's-
for.
that's
I love
Because it's like like to me, my favorite dressing's Italian, especially creamy. But like when you
Olive
do
Garden.
yeah, exactly.
Olive
Olive Garden
Garden
Italian is fire, but I'm saying like I'm not a huge fan of ranch, but Caesar is like my version of ranch. Like if I'm gonna have like a mayonnaise based dressing, that's it,
Yeah.
Caesar.
Chicken Caesar salad, baby.
Yeah, I get it from Mulligan's all the time.
I agree too. And you know what's frustrating is that people are like, "Oh, I'm not eating that. It has anchovies in the dressing." I'm like, you can't even taste it.
Your dad gets anchovies
The
on
blend
his
of-
pizza.
I know.
The blend of flavors completely eliminates the
I
anchovy.
know,
You
and
have
I'm
no
like-
idea.
It makes a salad
You're missing
desirable.
out.
It
You're
makes
missing out.
a salad desirable.
Yeah. Or when they shave the Parmesan.
The parmesan.
God, you're Italian.
You might be a May now, but trust me, that risotto just came out.
She's gonna come out. She's gonna come out. and say, "Man, you don't put the mozzarella on there. It's wrong."
You need the mozzarella.
The mozzarella.
When they're at the table with the parmazeen.
I'm gonna call you and be like, Matt,
The prosciutto. You need the prosciutto, the gabagool.
Yeah.
just fucking all kind of.
But when they shade it on there versus like the little sprinkles,
No, you need the fresh. You need the fresh chunks of.
Yeah.
So I started buying the actual triangles.
Oh, I've been buying those for like 5 years.
Wait, so I'm lazy. I don't have a cheese grater. I got a potato peeler.
Oh, it's perfect.
That's a pretty good.
Way better.
Oh, I was gonna
giant
say.
flakes. You get
I may
giant
take
flakes.
notes.
When I make salads now, I get
Surrounded by dollars.
I get my triangle of Parmesan out, and I get my potato peeler.
Yeah.
And you make, there's like little there's crescent
a good
moons in all of my
idea,
Parmesan cheese because I just
Just
because I don't have a cheese grater.
That's awesome.
It's like you're throwing
I used to
dollars on a
use-
stripper.
A fork works too, but it's really hard. You have to put a lot of pressure. But I looked down and I was like, there gotta be something in here. And I found a paring knife and then a potato peeler. I was like, gotta be potato peeler's it.
Matt just like broke the universe with that idea.
I should put that on TikTok as life hack. That's probably way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
fire.
Here we go. I got more content coming.
There you
Here we go, dude. It's
All right.
Parmesina.
Next one.
Parmesan.
Parmesan.
You ready?
Got you.
Okay. Mount Everest is not the tallest mountain on Earth. The tallest.
We got Parmesan in.
It is the tallest mountain above sea level. But the tallest mountain from base to peak is actually Mauna Kea in Hawaii, which is nearly a mile taller than Everest when you factor in 19,000 feet of it that exist under the Pacific Ocean.
So my logic was correct with
Wrong
with the
place.
ocean, but I went
idea, wrong
I went
place.
down
You
the
went the
opposite
wrong
direction.
angle. Yeah.
The Hawaiian Islands are volcanoes, and they created over millions of years. And then the tops that we see are actually the very peaks. So the people that live on top of the Hawaiian Islands live on top of Volcano Peak.
I have a question though. How do they know that it goes that far? Is there like
Scuba diver.
Yeah, but you can't. You
No, it's
can't
not
go
scuba
down that
divers.
low.
They have those heavy
Scuba Steve ain't going down that far.
Listen, Kristen, look up James Cameron and his submarine.
All right.
Yeah, he's
The Marianas Trench is
James Cameron's in South Park. Scuba diver.
No. But you said it goes so many feet underwater. How you know?
You're talking about the trench, though, I think.
No.
Oh, you're talking
said
about
that.
this?
Yeah.
Because they have like
That's a classic.
submarines and like shit that they can figure that out.
They can go
Yeah.
all the way down that far.
Like
Do
yeah,
what
laser
Matt said.
ROVs.
Do what Matt said.
How scary would that be?
Well, the thing is, the pressure that is on your submarine is like hundreds of thousands of pounds just beating down.
And
on
it's
that.
pitch black.
Yes.
It's like going into space.
James
the other
Cameron
way.
went down there and he said that the ball that he's in, they put him in an acrylic sphere. It shrinks up to an inch from the
He
compression.
also said he has to raise the bar.
That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Did I say bar? I said ball.
No, it's South Park.
I'm lost.
They keep making fun of James Cameron.
They have a
because he
whole
went down the
fucking
submarine.
theme song.
So they keep going, we're going to raise the bar. And he keeps going down there and moving it up.
Yeah. And they have a fucking theme song playing for him and dude, it's a fucking great.
I'll have to watch that episode.
Or like,
is it like a new one?
No,
Dude,
it's super
Remember the
old.
episode where they made fun of Alan Jackson for making that song about September 11th?
Yeah.
Where were you
Yeah.
when they built that ladder to heaven? Where were
I
you?
love South Park.
Dude, it's the best show ever.
That's funny.
Parmesina. You're not
That's
living that down for a
Parmesan.
while.
Parmesan.
Kristen Parmesan.
They come out so fluent.
It did. It was like it was meant to be. Yeah, so the Mount Everest one was false. I twisted it a little bit.
Oh, it's fine. It
That's
worked.
cool.
Yeah, the question was like Mount Everest is the tallest mountain above the ocean, and I just kind of switched some shit around.
I just want to reiterate, I'm 1 for 1.
Yeah, you are. He came back and
Not me.
fucking scored. Timmy still sucks.
You still haven't gotten one?
No, not since we
Brother.
really started this.
Brother, what?
This is like the 6th
What's
episode.
going on?
I don't know. I lost it.
I lost it. I done
Randy
lost
throws me off.
Wait,
because
wait,
here's
you
the thing.
saying you never got you got one whenever I
Oh,
was
since we come back.
He has a
I was
couple
gonna
when
say,
you're. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I was gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
you definitely got one with me. You know, one you did get was the Marvel one, but it never aired because we got that was the Marvel one that we never aired. But like you
Is that
did
the
get
one
me
where
on
Ryan
that.
took his
I think that
ball
was your
and
first one, and then we were joking because it didn't actually air, so we never.
Yeah.
you
There was
never
2
actually
episodes that we didn't do. The final episode I have.
Randy's
and then that
undefeated.
No.
Randy,
I lost last
He
week.
threw that.
He just lost
He
this one.
fucking threw that. He knew that
he
Everest
threw
one.
this one,
He
and he
asked
threw
me how
last
it was
week, too.
worded
I
because
think
he
that-
knew as soon as I said it a certain way that was the fucking false one.
I think that Randy needs to stop throwing it, and then we have to make
Randy
it a
needs to
challenge.
start
Randy
doing the
will
three
never
facts.
get
What's
them wrong.
What was that show back in the day? It was
I'll give you the
Stump
reasoning.
Somebody. What was it?
Yeah, like, we gotta stump him.
What was it? You know what I'm talking? Randy, you might know.
Stump Randy.
It was Stump. You had to. It was a show. It was Stump Somebody.
I have
I
no idea.
fucking.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was
Yeah,
it was on fucking Comedy Central. I
Yeah,
think.
I think.
Win Ben Stein's money.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had to stump Ben Stein.
It was, but there was also a show literally called "Stump This Person." I can't remember what it was, but it's that you should literally just do a segment where you try to get Randy on anything.
I said this
catch
last
him,
time.
catch him slipping.
Each one of us come to the table with
I
one.
throw
This
it.
is my phone for the week or
Well-
for the day, guys.
We'll ask
Got a
them.
Snapchat.
Next week, we each come with something. It could be either true or false.
We gotta come with like crazy ass.
And
facts.
this motherfucker got to tell us if it's true or false.
Oh, let's do it.
Fuck, damn it.
David just threw my cat.
Oh, he threw your cat.
David's throwing cat.
Is that what he sent me?
That's probably what that Snapchat
That's
is.
probably. Let's see if it's your cat getting thrown.
It's definitely my cat.
Can I see?
It's Goose. It's the only black cat.
Oh, it wasn't David. It was someone else I work with. Never mind.
Used to work.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah, I don't. No, that is right. That's my excuse.
We're getting there. No, I'm sorry. I totally
you're good.
fucking jumped the gun.
You're good.
and I feel
I'm
bad.
fucking.
We're gonna
I,
get there.
I didn't even know what I was talking about there.
All right, what's the next segment?
The next segment is Would You Rathers. You guys ready?
Yes.
Oh,
These
yeah.
are the good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Would you rather be
right.
completely invisible for one day or able to fly for one day?
Did you skip some?
Blurter.
Fuck.
I'll go.
Go ahead. You can all go.
Invisibility is easily the answer there. I don't. You can fly in a plane. It's the same difference. Whatever.
Yeah.
Invisibility is something you literally
No, but
cannot
it's
do.
not the. Because you can fly anywhere. You
Okay,
want.
jump out of a plane. It feels like flying.
Yeah, but you have to go somewhere.
No, but I'm saying if you jump out of a plane, it's it's the same feeling. Like you're floating through the sky. But to be invisible,
That'd be pretty cool.
that's what I mean.
Would you
gotta-
steal stuff?
Yeah, going to a bank vault immediately.
Yeah, but they would see the money leaving.
See a bag.
It'll be a viral video, and I still won't get caught because who was taking that money?
The ghost.
Not me.
Nothing to see here.
I'm gonna do
guys,
one of
literally.
these. I'll be the.
Would
LaDainian
you
Thomas.
spend it?
Oh, because you think they're marked bills?
No, just because you're invisible.
Would I
go
spend
into
it
a
as
store-
invisible?
I'd go into the store, start picking shit out, walk up to the counter, throw it
You
over.
wouldn't even
like,
have to
how
buy it
much?
because they wouldn't know who stole it. You could just walk out with
see
it.
that?
Yeah, wait. What if I stuff a duffel bag or like my hoodie? Is my hoodie's invisible on?
No, you're
No,
naked.
it's just you.
You gotta be butt naked.
Did you ever see Hollow Man?
That's
So,
fair.
yeah,
no,
like
okay.
Hollow
so you're
Man,
saying
when Hollow Man in that
invisibility.
movie, he's
This
butt
ain't
ass
an
naked.
invisible cloak like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying if it's in contact with
Why
me,
you
it's
looking at
become- okay. So no, yeah, I just
Just
walk out with
thinking of
money.
you walking around.
Yeah, but
with
my thing
no
is
clothes
that,
on, invisible.
Wait, the question was is that would you rather be invisible or fly?
For
Right?
one day, you get
For
one day.
Okay.
One day.
Yeah, then I'd be stealing money. I'd be stealing money. A lot of money.
It's easy. Just walk into one bank. I'm cool with a
Yeah,
couple
but you
hundred
need to
thousand.
you need to be able to get in. Like you would need the numbers and shit to get into the bank.
Not
Not
talking
true.
about because
Banks leave the vault open.
yeah, exactly behind the counter that vault's open.
Not the ones with the big money.
But listen, I'm only invisible for one day. I don't have much time. I'm going straight for.
I mean,
PNC
I guess
Bank down
for
south
one day,
side.
invisible is the play.
I'm going to the casino and taking that.
If it's one
It's
day,
the play.
Yeah.
It's the play.
The ultimate superpower is teleportation.
You
Especially if you
can't-
can control it.
You
it's easy
can't
to
go
fly.
to the casino and just
Like a
take
jumper.
chips.
No,
Not
Christian's
chips
right.
to cash.
That's the ultimate superpower.
That shit's
unmarked.
I've
definitely.
thought about this a ton of
it's
times.
unmarked though.
Yeah, but that's
Jumper
just
is
definitely-
probably one of those movies that I've watched at least a million times. Like
Jumper?
probably
Yeah.
top.
What
And
I'm
I
saying-
would
what
want
I'm
to be
saying-
a jumper.
What I'm
period.
saying is that the easily the best superpower. Like if you're not going to be a superhero, if you're just going to be an anti-hero, but whatever you want to do with your powers is your choice. It's teleportation, without a doubt.
Yeah.
You get into a
100%.
fight, see you, bye. I can jump into this vault, get the money, jump back out, easy.
Not even
About
that.
to die.
Like, oh, I gotta go to work. Back.
Why would you
Done.
work if you can teleport? You can just steal.
I'd never teleport.
fucking
I'd
money.
never work.
Yeah, you're right. But if you had to go somewhere, you could just. I gotta go to the store real quick.
Oh yeah, it's super. That's what I mean. You know how many times, like yesterday, for example, I was stuck 45 minutes out. Merp, merp.
Pew, pew.
See that? Shots.
Dude, that was unintentional. That was unintentional, and he caught it. And then he started staring at me. Yeah.
That's a fucking knee slapper.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Well, Randy, wait, Randy. What was
Yeah, you
yours?
didn't go.
Yeah.
About what?
About the would you rather. He's
Invisibility or flight?
I would like to fly.
I'd definitely be invisible.
Yeah, it's the play.
Yeah,
It's the play.
The younger version of me would say like girls' locker room because like that'd be sick.
I'd be in there grabbing
Or you
titties.
could be like,
It depends on what kind of locker room
Yeah.
you're walking into.
might
but
not be a girl walking
especially now.
You know, but listen. To me, it's like movie locker room, not like realistic.
Would you
one.
sneak into
Well, that's
erotica?
what I'm saying. I imagine
nowadays,
you'd be
why?
not erotica.
Where would you go?
I'd go to like blush or cheerleaders.
Wait, real quick?
Fuck that. I'm teleporting to Vegas.
Can I plan the day? Do I know like it's coming up? It's gonna be in September. Can I plan it out?
Yeah.
Going to Vegas.
give you
then?
that.
See, I'm gonna steal a bunch of chips at the casino. That's the money.
The money
Gotta go
at
see
the
the
casino is the
chipping
move.
deals.
Fuck the chips. The money is
You would have to
untraceable.
cash those chips.
Yeah, the money's untraceable.
No.
That's what
Here's the
happened
thing.
when that dude
Here's the
stole
thing.
that money cart.
Okay, if you steal enough chips in Vegas, you can hold on to a little bit. Go to the casino, act like you're playing. Go cash a little bit in. Every day, if you need money, I'm gonna go to the casino. I'm playing. Cash this chip in. I'm saying like you use them as a bank, but if you can live in Vegas and keep cashing those chips without ever like going
a red
overboard,
Pew pew with chips.
That's when you get.
and you don't do just one casino. You go to each
How you
casino.
doing today,
you take
man?
a ton of money each casino. Boom, easy money, easy biscuit.
Pew pew with chips.
Yeah, but you would have to flip all those chips.
Yeah, you.
But you wouldn't go beyond your means. You would just do it.
What if you were on a 3-day trip?
No, I'd live in Vegas after I stole the chips.
I'd have to get comped.
The second I become visible again,
just, you know,
I act like I want to. I act like I want a lot of money at a blackjack, and I go over to the thing. I cash out a couple
What if you
thousand.
forgot what time it was because there's no clocks or windows in the casino, and you were mid chip grabbing and you turned visible?
That's where the planning comes into play.
I would have to think.
Could you
that-
imagine, like, just me butt ass naked going?
Don't you think
Fuck.
they actually inventory their tables?
Their chips
would
have
think so.
RFID detectors on
Yeah.
them.
What if you just flipped them all?
There's a wild story.
Well, thanks for throwing a hole in
There
that.
was a guy who
See, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit that he knows that no one else knows.
There was a guy back in
You're
the
right. I'm
early
sure they keep
90s.
some kind of.
He figured out that he could steal chips from one casino that were dollar chips, and he took them to the Palms and he repainted just a little bit on them and stuck a new sticker on them, and he cashed them in. He made like almost $100,000 from doing that. till
Did
they
he get
him.
caught?
Eventually, yeah.
It
He got greedy.
doesn't matter.
They got
It's not a
greedy.
good plan.
They started realizing
not a good
they
plan.
seen him too often, and he was cashing too
Well,
much money.
Yeah, that's his story. I'll be there every day, bringing back some chips.
I'm taking the
That's
cash.
just that's too long.
Well, even then, wait,
too
no,
much-
hold on.
gotta be-
Wait,
too much
wait,
waste.
wait,
You're wasting
Think
too
about
much
this
of
way.
your invisible
No,
day.
think about it this way. Think about it this way. If you want to live in Sin City, instead of just going straight and cashing the chips, play the chips. You sit there and play blackjack for
So,
you know.
so I don't know. So is that all you're doing in your invisible day?
I'd love. That's not
Feeling things first, and then I'm setting myself up to either enjoy the fuck out of what I did during Invisible Day, or setting myself up for.
Would
a
you
future.
trip people walking down the street?
That would be fun.
You'd have to be careful. not
Pants
to
somebody.
Get red lights and stuff.
D-pants
You
and people
imagine,
on the,
like,
on the
some guy-
Broadway in Vegas.
Wait, some guy standing there like this. Wow, look at Vegas with his hands on his hips. Hey, see ya.
pants down.
Stick out. Everyone's gonna see your little cock.
I imagine a dad sitting there with like glasses and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, would you believe this, Sharon?
Sharon, were you looking at how
Look at
beautiful
this
this
place.
is?
What if there was
pants.
some dude? What if there was some dude sitting on a bench smoking a cig, and you just walked up and grabbed the cig and just walked off smoking it?
He'd probably be like,
No, it'd be funnier if it because it's legal to smoke in Vegas. It was legal for weed. Just take a blunt.
You
under
would
someone's
blow
mouth.
someone's. You would blow a stoner's
Exactly.
mind.
They'd be so
Oh my
high. They're
God.
like, "What the
Dude, it's
fuck is that I
floating.
just smoked?"
It's fucking
And just walk
floating.
away with the blunt, flick it into what's the big ass fountain there? Flick it into
Bellagio.
that. Flick it into the Bellagio fountain, and they're just like, "What the fuck?"
Kristen's gonna be there like, what are you doing? Am I a fountain?
I'm sorry. No, it'd be the Bellagio, right?
Yeah, the Bellagio. What's the next one?
I'm ready.
Would you rather trees scream occasionally for no reason or spiders be big enough and smart enough? to
Reread
take
it.
the
I
voice?
missed the beginning part.
You gotta, yeah.
You stumbled through that.
Would you rather trees scream occasionally for no reason, or spiders be big enough and smart enough to open
Would you
doors.
tree scream?
Like that oak tree out there, we're having a fire and it just fucking screams at you.
Oh, the tree screams. I couldn't understand what you were saying there. It was like,
This is a one answer question. I'd rather have
what's
the
the
tree.
second part?
Spiders big enough to walk around
to
open doors.
Oh, no, yeah, first,
What are we doing?
Yeah, I was taking the tree.
Could you imagine it though, dude? You're just like walking through the woods and a tree's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Just random.
I'd rather
God.
to me
got,
that's
like,
funny.
Tourette's.
Here's
The
the
trees
thing.
are just like crazy.
Parmesan.
The tree is stuck to the ground and can't chase you. The spider can open a door.
Yes.
You can't run from the
And
thing.
fuck all spiders.
All right, that's easy, right? It's not the spiders, trees.
No, I said tree.
How'd you like people going around pulling things off of you?
What movie's that from?
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, yes it is. Damn, dude, he threw that out there. I
Ryan
was like,
described it to me as, well, because we have this giant oak tree
he
in the
does a little
backyard, and he's like, what would you, I mean, just imagine that. He's going, wake the fuck up, motherfuckers.
So you
Your
know,
alarm's
so
going
you
off.
know all of this prior than coming in.
No, just this one.
I mean, but even then, I'd still rather have the tree than
Yeah.
a spider walk into your back door and go, nice place, motherfucker, what's good?
Man.
Walk up to your steps, open up the pantry, and start eating.
Your
Joe,
food
come
or your
on.
child opens up the
man.
door.
Then he looks at you and goes,
There is
what are you
just
going to do about it? I have 8 legs and pinchers.
Many
Come on.
trees.
Yeah, see the spider.
they'd all be screaming.
Well, like when we was up in New Hampshire.
Imagine being in the woods and
When
you're
we was
hunting a
up in New
deer.
Hampshire, we had an ice storm up there, and the trees were cracking. Man, every tree sounded like it was cracking. And
when it's winding.
it was just they were snapping in half.
Pow, pow, pow.
Could you imagine? There's so many trees that all the whole world.
They'll all just
all the
be
trees
screaming,
What if the trees want the deer?
yeah,
what
see,
if the
Randy
trees
brought
want
up
the
a good
deer
point.
to be alive? Run, deer! Go! Hurry up! Get out of
You
here!
got the fucking bomber buck of your life in front of you, and the tree you're sitting in.
Go!
It's like,
Go! Go!
Not today, motherfucker. Run! Run!
Or
Just start
you're
screaming.
or you're at full draw and the fucking tree yells, "He's in me! He's in me!" and the motherfucker looks right up at you.
Oh yeah, because you're up in
He's
the tree.
in my
stand.
tree.
He's on my head, damn it! He's in my tree.
Or when you're screwing your steps in, it's going, ah!
Wait. Imagine like New England where they get the tree sap. You just stab them, and they're just sitting there in agony as their blood drains.
Yeah, that's what.
It's yelling, "I'm coming!"
Either they like it, either the trees like being their sap being removed, or it's like them bleeding. Like
There'd
you
be
put a
like
sieve
two
into
different
them.
trees. He's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, you
baby,
put,
I
like-
like that. Do that again.
Or you put a sieve into them, and they're just, or was it a sieve?
that all
right?
you got,
where it
Daddy?
drains.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just like, stop! You're taking their syrup and you're bottling and going, yeah,
He looks.
This
looks
is
over
for
at
our
his other
pancakes.
friend- Looks over his friend tree.
we're gonna eat pancakes now
Golden
because of your
Globes.
blood.
Ken, they finally got me. I'm on my way out, Ken. He's talking to his other.
Or
Yeah.
someone puts a copper nail into one of them and it's poison,
Slowly,
and they're just slowly dying.
yeah. They're just
And
screaming
it's like we can just give trees cancer
Tell my saplings
and see
I
what
love
they
them.
have to say about it.
or you could have
Enjoy your
spider coming
cancer.
through your
That's
fucking
when it
mouth.
comes. That's
Yeah,
when
you
they
cut
turn into Groot and fucking
Yeah,
kill you.
exactly.
I'm Groot.
Exactly.
They start talking amongst each other.
I'll leave my saplings all my leaves.
The fall was just insane. Everyone thinks they're dying.
And
They don't know for sure. They're like, it's just hibernation for them. They'll be back. They don't know. They wake up in the spring going, Jesus Christ, what happened?
When the trees up are hitting you like Salt Bay with the leaves.
That was a genuine laugh right there. Look at that. Would you rather have your drinks have the texture of porridge or only be able to drink your least favorite drink? So any drink you drink would taste like it would be
Randy's
be
out.
thick.
Hey, Rand, start this one.
Or you'd have to
I'm
drink
gonna
your regular
drink the
consistency.
porridge. man.
The porridge drink, yeah, okay. It'd be like you imagine like this.
I
beer would
couldn't
just be
imagine
thick.
drinking the worst thing I've
Like-
ever drank.
It's your
What is
least
the-
favorite
Yeah,
drink.
well, that's what would be what I.
Do you want to know what my
thought was
worst
the
is?
worst thing I ever.
What's your worst? Wait,
Beer
what's your
can
worst?
with
No, I
cigarette
can't
butt.
go there. I'm
Beer
just
can
saying.
cigarette
Oh,
butt.
okay.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Oh,
can't say that,
yeah, but you can't. That's like the most disgusting thing. You said your least favorite,
That
so
would
it'd
be my
have to
least
be
favorite.
That would
something.
be my least
It would have to be
favorite, too.
something you kind of like because it's still one of your favorites.
No, my least favorite drink ever to enter my
I'm
mouth
thinking
was
the
a
same
beer
thing.
with cigarette in it. That was the worst. in my life.
I got two. So one of them, my mom we used to have a Kool-Aid container. Only Kool-Aid would enter
Yeah,
this
I had
container,
one too.
Yep.
Right?
It was the big Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah. Until my mom put beef broth in it. It looked like grape Kool-Aid. It has that dark color. She put beef broth in it.
It was a Kool-Aid
know.
gun.
No,
it was a Kool-Aid picture that he thought was Kool-Aid.
yeah.
It was
the
always Kool-Aid,
man.
but it was beef broth in there. I didn't know that.
You drank.
Now, here's the thing. My brain said this is going to be grape Kool-Aid entering your mouth, and it was beef broth. That was the worst thing. If I had to relive that, no.
I could just imagine that happening.
Nothing.
I'll take porridge. I'll take porridge for sure.
Porridge drink. Yeah, I mean, it tastes good. It's just thick.
I'm okay with thick things.
I mean, if we're going with like the least favorite,
Like oatmeal.
I don't know, because I'm kind of torn on this. Because I feel like if you word it like least favorite, it's something you kind of like.
I agree.
It was butts.
That's
I
what I was
thick
going
butts.
with.
You like
Butts and I cannot lie.
My least favorite.
We're off the rails.
I mean, there's I like tropical drinks, but you get down on there's some exotic ones with ice cream and stuff in them. They get a little thick and like
Yeah.
and I
pineapples and
a
stuff.
milkshake is still better than porridge.
No, but I'm just
No,
saying.
It has the consistency of
yeah,
porridge,
but
not
it
the
has-
taste of
then
porridge.
Oh, it don't taste like
No,
porridge.
no, the
But
consistency.
imagine this beer would be thick like porridge. You'd have to drink it, but
It'd
it
be
would
like a
taste
milk,
beer.
or like a milkshake. It's
Everything
the
would be a
same.
milkshake.
It'd be a thick.
But it's still. I thought it was like, oh, it
still tastes like it. No,
porridge, too.
no,
You
it still
drink at
tastes like
Turner's?
whatever you're drinking.
That Turner's would be thick.
Oh yeah, then I'm going with that one. I
Porridge,
thought it was
easy.
like it tasted like porridge. I was
No,
like,
no.
man, I think I would try to. I'm still torn because fuck, I never even had.
Timmy's
porridge.
like, I kind of like porridge.
I never had it in my life.
Yeah, but see, I'm torn on the whole consistency thing. That's my problem. And my least favorite drink would be pop, like Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi.
wrong. No. His wording's off. The worst thing you ever drank in your life.
Yes, that's how it should have been.
That's how.
he
it's
should have.
basically what worst thing you ever drank in your life. What
I
is it?
actually can't recall anything.
You ever drink dip spit?
No.
Oh, I have. Oh, that's horrible.
See,
man.
I was
That's
one
worse
smart
than the beer
ass.
and the cigarette.
Jesse used to.
At least
to
it's
dip,
my own.
And he set his
I've done
Yingling
it
next to
myself.
my full Yingling, or my half full Yingling, and he had a half full thing of spit. And I was just sitting there, and I'm at Mario's, I'm enjoying my night, and I take a sip, and luckily you purse your lips when you take a drink of a bottle.
Yeah.
So it hit the top of my lip, and I said, "That ain't Yingling."
Are you throwing up?
No, I can't listen to that shit because I've been there.
It's awful.
I've drank my own, and I know the texture and the consistency he's talking about, and it just turned my stomach.
Can I get you to throw up like boil that?
I'm sorry. We'll stop talking
I
about
won't throw
because
up.
I knew that was
I can't
coming. If
listen
it
to
wasn't
it.
the cigarette and the beer, it was
me
going
and
to be the other.
Me and Torque have experienced it. It is
Nope.
a
Because
weird,
there's been times where I've bought two
Viscous,
Gatorades
like-
and drank one of them and had the full new one next to the one I was spitting in.
Picked it up,
and
sipped it.
not looking, and it hits your.
it's viscous. Like it's
No.
Well,
Yeah,
that would be like the time I went into the Stop and Shop and picked up the chocolate milk and drank it, and it was all lumpy.
Well, now,
not
yeah.
nearly as.
I
It's
would
not
just
Now
nearly
that
chug all
you
bad.
said that,
I
Like,
just chugged all
Randy,
that milk.
imagine
I
drinking
love
someone's
chocolate
saliva.
milk, but I don't like.
That's what it was. We drank Jesse's loogie.
Cottage chocolate milk.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it is. It's fucking loogie.
You're drinking
Yeah.
loogies.
That's
It's
nasty.
horrifying.
Yeah.
well, I mean, now that Randy had
Porridge.
said that, like the worst thing I ever drank was sour milk. So, and I
I've drank
can't
a lot
ask
of worse
Ryan.
things.
I've drank a
He'll
Pepsi
hear
with a
me.
B
He
in it.
knows. As soon as he hears me go, ugh,
Dude, she all the time. She upstairs
No,
cleaning the cat
this-
litter box.
This could include things like when I was younger, I used to go drinking all the time and drink whiskey sours all night long, and you wake up and your throat is just totally burnt out.
yeah.
You know, cigarettes,
day.
dude. Like I used to when I did smoke ciggies, I used to go through a pack at night, and so I wake up the next day hungover, and it felt like my throat was just like sandpaper.
That
Yep.
cigarette
Awful.
hangover.
Cigarette.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
the
worst.
worst.
Terrible.
So there's a lot of things I don't
I would
like.
say the worst thing I
do
I
like
drank a Pepsi with a B in it once. Like a live
Fuck
B.
that. That's
That
good
boy
for
sting
you.
you?
can.
That boy sting you?
Yeah, I got
I
hit.
got stung. I got that.
That
happened
boy
to me
got
once.
you.
My aunt used to have a pool next to my mom's house, and they used to sit down there in the pool during the day. And I went down there thinking I grabbed my mom's pop, took a sip of it. B must have been in the can, must have flew into the can. Bitch went right into my mouth.
Stung the
Oh
shit
my
out you.
Oh yeah, it hit me right there, right in that room.
I got one on my lip. I picked the can up when I was a kid at my grandma's house and stabbed me in the lip.
I hit a yellow jacket's nest weed whacking one time.
I got a
And
story
he-
about Yellow
he
Jackets.
They tore my arm up a little bit. I got hit like 3-4 times. It hurt so fucking bad. I couldn't only imagine what that was like.
So when we were kids, my mom's patio, the neighbors the neighbor's basement window sat right on our patio. So it was a plexiglass in front and then had a little space, and then they put cardboard there. Not cardboard, like plywood. So it was plywood, a little gap, plexiglass. But you couldn't see into their basement.
Yeah.
Yellow Jackets got in between the plywood and the plexiglass and made a fucking gigantic nest in between it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
They're horrifying.
So when me and Bobby were younger, we used to take the yellow wiffle ball bats and hit the plexiglass with it, and it would bounce into the plywood and kill the bees. You know what I mean? And one day I hit that thing and it fucking broke.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and that fucking bees, they were down my shirt. I had fucking bee stings from my shoulders to my lower back.
Oh, Jesus.
They fucked me
You're
up.
lucky you weren't allergic.
They were
I ran right into my mom's house because the door was right there, and literally ran in there. I fucking ripped my shirt off. I was young. Dude, my whole back was melted with fucking bee stings.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
stung in my balls one time.
My dad's allergic. So every time he gets stung, it blows up. He got stung in the hand a couple times. His hand looked like the Michelin Man.
To this day, when he describes that story, he said, I saved my daughter.
That's what get bee sting for.
Because Kristen got stung one time. He went back there like it was like
Like he was gonna
some
fuck the
guy,
bee up.
like he was defending her
Was
from
that
like
me?
some
I don't
attacker.
know. I don't
He
remember
said,
that
I
story.
killed all them bees, but I almost died doing it. Look at my hand. He said, my hand, size of a balloon.
Oh, he milked the shit out of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He
He told
couldn't do anything
everybody.
for an entire week because his hand.
My hand.
My hand.
My hand.
Kiss a boo boo.
I remember going to my
Denise.
grandma's house, and he's like
Denise,
laying
my
down,
hand.
like eyes closed, and his hand's just sitting up there, and like somebody bumped it. He's like, "Watch my hand."
Watch my hand. Watch my sausage hand.
Watch the sausage. David bumped into his. He has that. He's diabetic, so he has that
thing.
cloth
Oh
on.
God.
David bumped it getting into the elevator during your wedding.
Yeah.
He said, fuck.
I get
And
it.
David went, oh my God, I'm sorry.
You friend old man.
He goes, hit my arm. I'm Bob. Nice to meet you. Like it was on cue. And then David goes, I said, oh, you meet my dad. He's over there. He goes, yeah, I met your dad. He told me the story. So I was like, you got to get over it. I was like, he bumped your arm, didn't he? He goes, that motherfucker bumped right into me. I said, that's who I live with. That's my roommate. He goes, oh, nice to meet you. You know, we met on the elevator, but I'm Bob. I'm his dad. We're good.
Guy, you smashed my arm. That's all.
So he just wanted like a little sympathy from from a stranger. He was
Like
like,
Peter
oh,
Griffin.
I'm a diabetic. Ow.
Ooh, it hurts.
You got any more?
Yeah, we could do one more.
All right, let's go.
I was gonna say you're about to be at 40 minutes for this.
Would you rather have double the size hands or double the size feet?
Hands.
Hands, easy.
I would grab all
Big
kinds
hands.
of shit.
You know what that means? Big hands, big
Gloves.
gloves. Exactly.
See, as soon as you said that just now,
don't
the
fit. You
first
must
thing
have
I
quit.
thought of was
Could you imagine if
I'd
you
rather
committed a
have big
murder
feet.
and then you got the big hands?
I'll go with double sized feet because my feet are tiny.
It'd be like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, your
So-
feet would be like the size of my feet.
Exactly. So I'll take that. Because my hands,
Yeah, I got a question on that, but finish.
my hands are what makes me money. I have to type all day. I need my hands.
Yeah, but what if you have long ones? You get fucking
Fire. Whole keyboard with one finger.
you don't gotta stretch for the one.
So
key
when we're
anymore.
talking double, is it double in length or double in size?
Your hand
Girth
times
or
two.
length? Girth
Whole
or length?
hand.
both.
Oh, you get girth and length? Damn, that's a fucking.
I'll play a ball.
I'm
You got
getting feet.
you got like
I would
fucking
go-
baseball.
I would
mitts.
be.
No, could you imagine? Yeah, gripping a basketball.
Fuck a basketball. You see that new sport over in Russia where they slap the shit out of you? I
No,
would
Russia,
fucking-
it's here now.
I
Dana
would
White.
take that big ass mitt. You ready, boy? They'd be like, that shit would sound.
Randy said,
You'd be breaking the wind with
I
that.
would fucking somebody.
I don't know. I don't know if our mics picked it up, but Randy said Mickey Mouse gloves.
I heard that.
Could you imagine throwing on some
It
white
really
gloves?
would be.
Just go,
Judo chop.
no, you just go, Magnum. Someone's gonna die today.
That's what I would do. I would take big ass hands and enter myself right into that slack shit.
Could you imagine trying to interrogate someone?
I would have to go
Is someone
first,
gonna get slapped? Oh my God, I've got
to bring it back to South Park. You remember that one? When they were like, "I'll slap you, I'll fucking slap you, slap."
Or when they parodied Mickey Mouse during the COVID thing.
This one was what I'm trying to think of the exact episode, but it was like that family. It was like an extra family, and he was like, "You better get off my time. I'm gonna give you a slap." And he was like, "Slap, slap."
Oh God, I've been like going through all of them on like
HBO Max.
Yeah, just been watching one of them.
Me and Ash, when we lived over in Wood Hill,
He's the one that has the HBO Max.
we would start it on one.
It's hard as fuck to sign into someone else. You have to have them log in through their computer
Yeah.
and give you access.
You can do it, yeah. It's like a code thing.
Oh, I have it
Yeah.
now. Look
But
at
we
that.
would start it at episode 1-1, and we would fall asleep, and the TV would just shut off, and then the next night we would pick up right where it left off, and it'd go through all 20-something seasons.
I'm doing Bob's Burgers right now. That show is so fucking funny.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, Bob's Burgers is hilarious.
Yep.
Isn't it just? It's not the
You
same
guys
guy.
just changed.
No, that's a different channel.
No, it's the same
Fox.
channel.
It's a Fox show.
Yeah.
But it's completely different.
That dude does the voice of Bob on the show. He does the voice of like everybody, but it's his own voice. Like he does like Archer. You ever watch that show? He does the voice of Archer. He does the voice of Bob. He's on Family Guy as the guy behind the counter in the convenience store, the factory that talks about movies. It's the same voice throughout all of the stuff he does.
Yeah.
What a great job. You just have to go and talk. You don't have to
just
put,
read.
there's no inflection. There's no difference. It's just monotone voice that he has and he puts on for, dude.
That's what we're
solid.
doing right
Randy has it, but
No, I
it
mean-
turns raspy.
I mean, could you? No, I'm saying, could you imagine if you voice a character with your own voice? You don't have to go in there and try. You just go and talk. That's it.
That'd be
Yeah, that'd
pretty
be
cool.
dope, actually.
Wonderful job.
That'd be super cool. On that note, we're gonna take a little break and then we'll come back with our any excuses.
Do you like big decks and cannot lie? Is your house in need of an upgrade? Have Bowtie Construction LLC come out and give you a free estimate. You got to call 412-414-0515 or 412-901-8535. Ask for Nick or Sean. Give them a call or have your husband screw it up himself. Welcome back to An Excuse to Drink. What's your excuse this week, Ryan?
I quit my fucking job. Woo!
I
Newest
shouldn't be
member,
woohooing. I'm kind of concerned financially,
newest-
but we'll be good.
newest hire to Bob's Property Management. Hopefully, it'll be me and Ryan.
Get your motherfucking house right.
Running the show, and that's big time. I'm excited as fuck about it. To be honest, I'm finally happy to have somebody else that knows what they're doing.
Oh, thank
He's
God.
so wonderful. One of my excuse this week is going to be, it would have been beneficial to have somebody else with me.
That knew what they were doing.
But are you happy about it?
I'm ecstatic.
That's the best part.
Yeah, where we at with
What's
this?
that? What's that from The Fifth Element? Bruce Willis was like, through.
All right, what's your pros and cons?
About what?
Quitting your job.
I
Give us
quit my job.
3 pros, 3 cons.
Yeah, let's go.
I quit my job.
Well, that's
Okay.
pro.
It was
That's a
fun.
Pro.
I guess,
You're getting paid to sit here for at least a couple of days, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Put
Guess I get
you
a
gotta-
couple days off. Couple days off.
Put
which
your
is nice,
time
but
in, and then you
Just
fucking
the,
quit.
the whole like it's just the fact that like don't have to deal with any bullshit anymore.
What's your cons? Cons for me would be if I were in your position being at home all the time.
Great. It's great for. Well, listen, you didn't work a labor job. When you work labor, to not have to get up and go do labor, wonderful feeling.
It was nice.
Regardless if you have kids to watch,
it
it's
was just
still
nice to get out of bed and just like hang out with the kid, not worry about what I had to do tonight.
That's sick.
I was able to just nicely calm.
You had no work anxiety.
Yeah, dude.
Work
Just normally I'm
anxiety
Like,
is
fuck,
the
I gotta
worst.
do this. Fuck, I gotta
Yeah.
do that. I gotta do this. The kids are gonna come home after do that. And today I was just like,
wonderful.
I
See,
have no time limit. It's
But
just
see, I'm on the
chilling.
opposite of stuff because even if I'm off of both the daycare and working, I still feel like I got a whole mess of shit to do. So like there's never like in my mind there's never really a mental break.
Yeah.
So
See, but you gotta like
physically, I take breaks, but mentally,
No, I get
I'm
that.
sitting
No,
there
I
the
get it.
entire time going, you should probably get up and do that laundry. You should probably get up
no,
and
I totally understand
clean
that.
that
But
floor.
Speaking of
those
which,
problems
Yeah.
are fun for me. It's like, oh, cool, I'll do my laundry.
The house,
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes.
Dobby, the house elf, changed the laundry for you today. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad you got your. I'm glad that
I should say, Dobby is a free elf.
So
Today I threw a sock,
Master
a
gave
baby
Dobby
sock.
clothes.
Yeah. Today I threw a baby sock at Jordan. I said, Jordan, here, catch this, because I wanted her to put it on the table, and it was a baby sock.
please
I
tell
was
me
like,
she caught it and did Dobby.
No, I did. I was like, look, you're a free elf now.
Dobby's
She's
a
like,
free elf.
Dad,
He's a free elf.
Dad.
Dobby has no master.
All right.
Harry Potter, free Dobby.
That's
Dobby is gonna save his friends.
As Jim would say, on to bigger and better things.
Yeah. I did 6 years of just killing myself, and I had enough. Let's put it that way.
You got experience out of it. If
Yeah,
anything,
I mean,
so that's
now I
fun.
have 5 years of experience.
You got multiple routes to go to. You could work for my dad. If that don't work out, then you move on to driving truck again. So
Or we sell drugs.
I'm going and spreading
sell
my butt
drugs.
cheeks on play.
Or we could just-
Listen,
that's what I'm doing.
I'm down to sell coke. If anybody wants to
I mean,
supply me, I'll do it.
you can paint yourself
kidding.
green,
He's
become a
just kidding,
therapist.
YouTube. That's
Kidding.
not something you want to do.
By coke, I mean Coca-Cola. What did you think I meant?
He meant just gonna work for Coca-Cola as a
Yeah.
merchandiser.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to jump ahead of everyone. If that's
Go
okay. We ready?
for it. Matt's been
I'm
waiting
happy for
this.
you,
Let's
Ryan.
go.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I had the worst 2 days of my life, to say the least.
Please explain why.
So I'm redoing a bathroom, and I'm down to like I was prepping the shower to get ready to tile, and I was like, oh, I got to take the sink
Well,
out.
where are you? Is it a house?
It's in Moon. It's a condominium.
All right.
So it's in a little. It looks like an apartment complex if you've ever seen one. They
They're
have
like
big
all
buildings.
the same houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you own these instead of renting these.
Got
there's-
you.
Which sucks for me for this upcoming part. So I take the sink out. I get everything prepped. I take the sink off. I disconnect the water lines or the supply lines, and then I go to pull the sink out, and I noticed it's a little snag on the cold line. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way a little bit, pull the sink out. When I did that, the line was corroded behind there on the threaded part. I didn't know that. It exploded. Water's going everywhere. It is a flow of water. I mean, it's a water line. It's a burst water line. I'm in a condo where there's no definite shut-off valves anywhere.
Yeah.
So I run to the laundry room out of sheer panic. Like, it's full sprint into the laundry room next door. Start shutting off every valve I can. I run back. It's still going. I said, holy fuck, this is it. This is the one thing I fuck up in there.
This is the big one.
I said, I'm going to flood everybody. There's no stopping this from happening.
Yep.
I don't know what else to do.
Monsoon Matt
I'm
is
running
here.
back and forth. I call my dad. I go, I just burst a water line and I can't find the shut off. He said, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't find it. I said, it's nowhere to be found. I said, I went to the laundry room. He goes, go to the laundry room. I said, I was there. There's no shut offs. He goes, shut everything off. I said, I turned every fucking valve I could find. All of them. They're turned off. They're all in the perfect off position. Then I run back and he goes, start filling up buckets. I said, it's not going to help. I need to find the fucking shut off. So in my panic back and forth, he's telling me I fucked up. You're an idiot. All this stuff. It's like, here's the thing.
That's not helping, Bob.
Well, and here's the thing. At the time in my head, I'm like, I did fuck up. There's nothing I can say about this because I didn't know what happened. I just seen the burst water line. I went to go fix it.
Right. You initially thought that you
No, I didn't know I didn't know the line
into something.
Well, no,
or
I didn't know
right?
the line was corroded. I thought I just tapped it and I thought I took off the compression valve,
Okay.
which is the one that goes over top of the copper. I thought I popped that off. I thought it was like a shark bite and I just hit it the wrong way and it popped off.
Oh, all right.
So I didn't know. So I run back into the room and I go, he's telling me to try to pinch the copper line with pliers.
yeah. Well, I
You
understand.
know how hard that is?
I'm sure it
It's
is,
hard.
but
With
I
water
understand.
going through it?
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
But I think in his mind, he's like, quick, come up with solutions.
Ryan's much bigger than me. He couldn't.
I couldn't
You
do it.
couldn't pinch a
Yeah,
line.
I might be able to, if I had enough of his heel piece, bend it with the pliers enough. but
And here's the thing.
You already know what you're
I
squeezing
couldn't
that hard
even
enough.
bend it because it was behind a block of wood.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So it was all that was coming up. So it was a block of wood and then a valve that came up like this and was screwed in. So I couldn't get to the actual water
screwed.
line. I was
Literally.
exactly. So in my panic,
Shit Creek without a paddle.
some guy walks into the back patio. He goes, "Whose truck's on the grass?" Because I was an idiot. I parked on the grass to unload the truck earlier. I said, "Mine. I have a water line burst. How the fuck do I shut it off in here?" And he looked at me. He goes, "Your truck's on the grass." I said, "I don't give a fuck where my truck's at. How do I shut this off?" I said, "You work here? Are you maintenance? Help me." And he goes, "Oh, no, I don't work here. I'm on the board." I said, "Okay, board member, help me."
Oh, my God.
Shut this shit off. So he calls a plumber. I'm sorry, I probably.
No, you're good. You're good. No,
He's
you're
like the whitest
what
of
I'm
the
here for.
white
I probably hit the
guys.
limit.
HOA is going to be calling
Exactly.
you.
That was it. It was an HOA president telling me what to do. And I
He's
was
a
like,
Ken.
I said, "I don't give a fuck where my truck's at. I don't care right now. Help me figure this out."
Yeah.
He calls a plumber.
He's a
Water's
Ken.
sti-
It's not
all
a
the
Ken.
while.
It's a
Imagine this.
Ken.
Imagine this. The water's still going. It's all still going. Right now, as me and him are talking, this whole conversation's happening. He goes, "Let me call the plumber." I said, "Hurry up and call the plumber." I go in the other room. Some old lady's unloading her laundry. It has to be 90. She looks like she has way more days behind her than in front of her. She's an older lady. And I went, "I'm going to go out on a limb here, ma'am. I have no fucking clue how to shut this off. Do you know where the shutoff's at?" She went, "Gotta be somewhere." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. So I'm still
Okay,
looking
Kathy.
I'm going like this. I'm doing this thing. I'm bouncing back and forth, still looking. The guy goes, he said it's in the laundry room. I said, "I'm in the fucking laundry room. It's not here." He goes, "Under the sink." I'm under the sink trying to shut valves off because I said, all of them are off. It's still not shut off. So then he goes, so the old lady opens up the closet to the lockers. And she goes, "What's that big pipe?" And I was like, "There it is." I went and shut the main off to the entire building. I'm sitting there like huffing and
set
puffing.
you up, man.
Water's off. I'm sopping through the floor. It's like a swamp through this carpet.
Oh,
Luckily,
Jesus
it's on the
Christ.
first floor. Did not go to anyone else's apartment.
Thank God.
And the floor was tilted towards the door. So it
so all
only
the water.
trailed towards the door.
Oh, that's good.
So everything is fine.
Yeah.
In that
But your
panic, you don't
adrenaline and
know.
your mind's not working
As
together.
soon as I get the water off, the guy goes, "Good, the water's off. Now get the fucking truck off the lawn." I said, "Don't fucking talk to me like that."
I'm like,
I said,
bro.
I was like, "We're adults. Let's speak to each other like it." I said, "Listen, I'll get it off the lawn."
I'm surprised you
I
did
said,
like-
"Did you not just see what I went through, dickhead?" And he looked at me. I was like, I'm not some fucking, I look young. I'm not young. Don't fucking speak to me like
Oh,
that.
dude.
And
I would
I'm
be
in-
like, "You
I'm-
want to take his ass
and I'm
out?
on the phone.
Come on, we're going to fight."
Well, here's the thing. I'm on the phone with Dad, and he goes, "Who the fuck's talking to you?" He says, "Some schmuck's telling me to move the truck." And he goes, "Let me talk to this
Some fucking jabroni.
And I hear him go, "Why the fuck do you care right now where that truck's at?" And then he goes, "That guy sounds mad." I said, "Yes, my daddy's pissed. We're both mad."
All right, goodbye, Ken.
He goes, "When's this water gonna get turned back on?" I said, "As soon as he gets here. It's a 10-minute fix. Get out of my face." And that was it. He left me. He comes walking down with his pugs. He goes, "Water turned back on yet?" I said, "Is he here?" Is
Go
there
fuck
someone-"
yourself.
I said, "Is there someone else here?" He goes,
I would
"No."
be like, wait,
He goes,
I would
"No." I was like, "Well, it's not turned on then."
I'm like, "Do you fuck those pugs on a regular basis?"
No.
Followed up with.
Well, and then he comes back, right? Well, Dad shows up and he looks at it and he goes, it was a corroded line. No one could have stopped that. For whatever happened, nobody. I didn't do anything wrong. It broke. It just broke.
Unfortunate event.
It was a wrong place, wrong time. Actually, right place if you really think about it. Because if that happened
That
when
was
I
my
left,
life
but if that happened when I left, could you imagine? It would have went on all night. No one would have known it was happening. So
Yeah, preventative maintenance.
best case scenario is that I was there. That guy was coming to yell at me about my truck. He never came to yell at me. I wouldn't have known what to do.
Oh yeah.
Think about. I mean, like I would have been fucked.
Well, I mean, the old lady kind of saved your ass, so
Yes.
you might have been. Yeah. I mean,
But I would have never. I was trying to walk away from this guy, and that's when I found her. So
Yeah,
like, it was,
yeah.
I'd be concerned about all the other.
well, if I
lines
find
down
where
the
that lady
line.
lives, I'm giving her money. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give her something. I have to. Like, I don't know.
This
Give
is
her
like a
food. I'm gonna ask her if she
condominium
needs
set
something
thing.
because she did
Yeah.
save my ass. Like she
So
really
if that
did. She
one's
helped me.
rotted. The other ones are probably rotted.
So this was yesterday.
I'd tell the HOA
Yeah.
board member, "Hey, you should have us fix them
Well,
all."
wait.
Yeah, hey, I
There's more.
saved you.
I'll be back here 10
aggravation.
more times this week to do the same thing, buddy.
So that was
I'm gonna
yesterday.
break all the lines, go all the way.
So then today
Bring
comes.
your pugs around.
Today comes, and I went to go help my friend. She just moved into a new house, and I went to change her lights and hang a fan, help her with the TV, whatever. We get done, and I left my phone in the house. I didn't know it because I thought I saw these
wait,
lights.
the real question is where was your phone?
So I was putting a bathroom light in above a mirror. And when I left my phone there to try to see where a screw was, I put it down. So when we shut the light off, there was still light. And I was like, oh, it must be those lights that dim, let you walk out. and then it shuts off.
Yeah.
You know, real nice, right? I was like, yeah, that's definitely what that is. I didn't check my pockets. I go outside. I pull my phone out to check it before I get in my truck, and I went, oh, I don't have my phone. I turn around. She's pulling away, and I'm jumping in the middle of the street going, hey, wait. She just, I was like, fuck, I'll get my phone tomorrow. Get in my truck. The key won't fucking turn. So I'm stranded with no phone on this in the middle of the street. So I look over, I was like, what do I do here? I can walk to Briarly and try to go to Kayla's, or I can, you know, if Kayla's not home, which I don't know why she wouldn't be, I could walk to Kristen's and
Well, her door's always unlocked. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had a place, but I was like, that's a walk. And I turned to my left, and her neighbor's house, the light's still on. So I said, I'm going to go talk to her. I'm going to see if she can give me a phone just to call somebody. So I walk up into the yard. And I seen the light turn off. I sprint to the door because I'm like, you ain't go to bed yet. Hold on a second. Knock on the door and she comes out. I was like, funny story. Locked my phone in that girl's house. She drove away. My truck won't turn on. I need to call my mom because it's the only number I know is my mother's.
I'm also 5 years old now.
No, he's about to be 30, bro.
You're old.
Yeah, I'm 29.
Holy fuck.
What you
I thought you were like 25.
Wow, that'd be super cool if I was 25 still.
Yeah, but I just imagine her thought process. She's like, this fucking almost 30-year-old man.
I even was like, look, I'm not some kind of crazy person. I said, here's my keys.
I'm not here to
You
rape
can
you.
hold on to these if you think I'm going to run off with something. I need those to go anywhere in my life.
Yeah.
And she was like, I was like, I'll get my wallet if you want. You can have my credit cards and my car. You know, you can have my license, everything to like make sure I'm not going to run off. She goes, no, don't worry about it. Call my mom. She won't answer.
No.
So I call back. I'm like, she's going to answer because it's like 2 numbers in a row. What the fuck is
Yeah.
it? She goes, hello? I was like, Mom, call Kristen and have her pick me up because I'm stuck here. I give my mom the wrong address.
Please.
I give her the wrong fucking address in this place. I didn't know. I'm blissfully unaware. I go back in my truck and I'm sitting there going, what if I gave her the wrong address?
Yeah, wait, the address was 46 or
Oh, we don't want to say it. Wait. We don't want to say it.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to say it just in case like somebody
Yeah,
It was
listens and
4622.
I won't say the street.
Yeah, I won't say the street.
the house name.
The numbers were 4622 said street.
it's,
right?
It's but the actual numbers are
4426.
Oh yeah, 4426. So I got it all fucking mixed up.
So my mom calls me and she's like, "Hey, so she's like, I don't understand what's going on here." That's the first thing she said.
What if you'd have picked him up and he'd
But
been naked?
she goes, so Matt called me,
Lost my
and
clothes.
you have to go to 422
4622. Yeah.
4622
Whatever,
said
yeah,
street,
exactly.
and go pick him up. And I was like, okay. So I get in the car. I'm like, I know where Woodlawn is.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever. I know where Woodhill.
Well, just edit it if you can.
Say it again real quick.
I know where Wood.
That's good.
So I'm gonna drive there real quick.
Yeah.
So I get there and I get to like 4624.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. My hand's not ready. Is this one right here? Yeah.
Anyways, I get there and there's no house. There's no house either side. It's like a lot.
Would have been great if it was the guy with the pugs.
Yeah. Yes, it would be.
What are you doing parked in front of my house?
What are you doing on this street?
Oh, you see, that guy that snapped that
So
thing
long
off.
story short, I accidentally knocked on 2 old ladies' houses. It wasn't working.
God, the Rosados were just
So
ding
I
dong
called my
ditching
mom,
everyone.
and my
over
mom's like, "He called me."
there. The Rosados are over there ding dong ditching everyone.
Pretty much.
30-year-old
Well,
ding dong
Jared-
ditching.
I called my mom. My mom's like, "Well, he called me from a Homestead number." He's like, "She's definitely showing her age because she's like, it's 412." I'm like, just text me the number. Like,
Well, what was
I can't
nice-
take it down.
What was nice is that the people that I knocked on the door, her husband came out and talked to me. She was like, let me try to help you figure out your truck situation. Me and him were sitting there for like 5 minutes right before you showed up. We were,
Oh, okay,
he walked in, he must have closed the door and you pulled up.
Oh,
it was
okay.
that close. So he was like, listen, no one shows up in the next like half an hour or so. Just let me know. I was like, I'll be up. I'm at the
Okay.
house. I was like, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
that's awesome.
Then you pulled up. So like, if you would have called her back, she would have come out and talked to me again. She would have gave me, the phone.
Yeah.
So it was best case scenario for both situations, but like what a fucked up thing.
I literally called Kayla and I was like, I'm on a mission to find Matt.
Yeah, like in my entire adult life, so since I said from 18 to 29 now, I haven't had panic situations like that.
That's
and I
a
had
panic
2 in a
situation,
row
yeah.
where I'm like, motherfucker, what do I do? Twice. And I'm like, God, dude.
Because what do you
That's
do?
an excuse to drink.
In today's technology, like everybody has a cell phone. So like if you're stranded somewhere outside of like not having service, like what do you do?
Do what you used to have to, and you did. You had to go knock on someone's
you have
door.
to go figure it out.
And then that's when I felt small. I was like, I am nothing without my phone.
Yeah.
And that's horrible to think about. I'm like, people went years and years and years and years without these things. And I am nothing without it. I was like, wow, I am a product of my fucking generation.
Yeah.
Like, I can't survive without a cell phone. Yeah. And like now when dad gives me directions, I might listen a little bit. Yep. Because now I know from now on, I'm going out to Moon for that job we're at. So like I've learned 3 different ways to go now. Just from my GPS, but now I'm like in my brain, I'm like, I know how to get to Moon and back without even fucking using my phone. Yeah, but like getting around anywhere around here, I've used GPS, and I'm like, if I didn't have that,
I used GPS to get to you, and I didn't get to you.
But you also were going one neighborhood over.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I knew exactly
and you lived
where
here
to
for
go.
how long?
I just didn't know what way.
You've lived over here since 2011 at least, right?
Yeah. Well, it was 2013.
Oh,
and
2013.
And to be honest, though, like I could have just kept driving up the street. If I would have just kept going, maybe if I didn't have a phone, I would have just been like, well, we're just going to keep going.
You saw the truck and you went, there he is.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was like, oh, there it is.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I was sitting in the dark truck by myself, I went, what if they never show up? What am I going to do?
Did you resolve your ignition lock issue?
What's that?
Nope.
Why it locked up?
No idea. I'll figure it out tomorrow.
Maybe
it's gonna be an argument with my dad.
Like me and Timmy was talking when I came up here in my Envoy. I drifted forward and put like a power gear lock on it, and
the cable snapped.
Yeah, well, I couldn't pull the gear.
That's what
it drifted forward.
That's probably actually what might have happened.
What I think happened
then it wouldn't start, right?
No, I couldn't move it to get it out of gear. What happened?
Well, no, I can't even turn the key
because you're on the hillside. And drift forward.
But you know what does happen though with those is that when that transmission goes into the wrong position, if it's not in neutral, when you go to start the car won't start. Right?
So I think that's probably what it is. I feel like there's some kind of cable loose or something.
There's a cable that comes and there's a plastic bushing that goes on a pin.
I think that's exactly what
I think that's exactly what it is. My stick was on the console.
Yeah, but it's the same setup.
Here's the thing. Can you do me a favor, Kristen, and call Dad tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
And just go, Matt.
That motherfucker owes me right now.
Well, I have a little bit of a situation. He's gonna fucking scream at me about this because he didn't want me taking the truck.
I just go pick him up from Greenfield, but I want to go to lunch.
He didn't want. He said just take your tools out of the truck and take those to your house. And I'm like, but all the tools are on the truck. What if I need something? I was like, I'm just gonna take the truck.
Fuck.
Oh man!
I think we need to call Chris.
He's gonna answer the phone tomorrow, and he's gonna be like, "You called me on the day of my daughter's wedding."
If I can get somebody over there that's not Dad to look at this,
just call Chris. Call Chris and ask him what could it be.
I think if you look underneath, I'll put $1 million on it. That when you put it into park, the gear thing slipped off underneath, and it's probably not in park, and that's why he can't start it.
I think so too. I think that the truck thinks it's not in park.
So it's a neutral.
But why did my key come out? And why the truck was?
Because the ignition isn't affected. What happens is the computer knows it's not in the right gear, so it won't allow the ignition to fire.
Okay.
So if you crawl underneath on Chevys and shit like that, there's a fucking.
I might need you tomorrow at like 10 o'clock.
I'll come fix it.
Thank you.
Yeah, chalk them motherfuckers.
I'll pick you up and buy you breakfast. Does that help?
Deal.
Ooh,
okay.
We're all coming.
No, you're not staying here.
Dude, I just want to say
you don't have to buy me breakfast. I just want breakfast.
Best breakfast sandwiches come out of Bruegger's Bagels. Underrated.
No, I don't know.
The sriracha honey side. No. Shopping goes downhill. It's downhill. It's not as good as it used to be.
I like their motherfucking French toast.
Dude, I'm telling you, get an everything bagel from Bruegger's and an everything bagel from Shop and Go and tell me that.
Yeah. Well, they don't specialize in bagels.
But that's the key to a breakfast sandwich is the bagel.
True.
Bagels are all right, but they're a little gummy.
I mean,
I'm an English
good.
muffin guy.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. But
you get all the nooks.
If you're a bagel person, Bruegger's Bagels has unmatched sandwiches.
I'm a croissant.
Yeah, I usually get like
Little buttery
a bagel on a
croissant.
cold
Butter
sandwich.
croissant.
My little buttery croissant.
now that my like 20-minute story is over, does
right.
somebody have
Anyone else got any
an
excuses? Timmy?
Bam, bam.
I can't wait for my. This
No,
fucking-
I don't want to.
I'm ready for this kitchen.
Other than
construction to be over.
no, well, no.
What?
It's mental health month. I'll drink to that.
There you go. Cheers. Cheers
Yeah, to all my TBI.
Lord
buddies.
knows I don't have much of it left.
Yeah, dude. I drank all my beers, so fuck.
Yeah, it causes
I can
a lot
do
of
this.
All right, Ryan, you ready to wrap up?
issues. And I've survived.
You got something? You were saying something.
No, I'm just ready for this fucking kitchen remodel to be over with.
I feel you on that, dude. That's
A
gonna
lot
be
of
nice.
stress, a lot of money.
I feel like when it's gonna be let me start that again. I feel like when it's done, it's gonna be worth it.
It will be, but it's
It's-
just
you're
the
gonna be
fucking-
like, damn, I
it's the
can't believe I
hassle
did that.
going through it.
Anyway, so I guess that's it for us.
I didn't do
What?
mine.
She didn't
Yeah,
do
you
it.
did.
No, she
You said you didn't want to do one.
Oh no, I do.
Oh,
okay, well, go
does
ahead.
now.
I had the most like weirdest week from Wednesday on,
Why?
hands down. There was an incident at the daycare, as you guys know. I can't talk about it, but that happened, and then like Wednesday's March 1st, and I had to up my tuition rates, so it's already awkward enough because you know that like I hate doing that to parents. Like, hey, just so you know, you're gonna owe an extra $10 or so a day from now on. You know what I mean?
per day.
Well, yeah, and the problem is that when I took over, the tuition rates were at like it was
Pre-COVID
outdated.
rates. It's
It was just
pre-COVID rates.
outdated.
The lady
you
who
know what I
owned
mean?
it, she didn't.
Inflation's a thing, and it affects
Well,
everything.
and the other thing
She
is
didn't
the
change
state-
anything. So
Yeah.
what's happening is that the state minimum for
Went up.
like your CCIS or your ELRC is going
No one knows
up.
what that is.
It's
Explain to what that
tuition assistance. through
No,
the
I'm
state.
saying it's trickled down.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
went up,
essentially.
your shit went
Right.
up, so now their shit got to go
But the
up.
way it plays out is that they go, like the state goes to me and they're like, hey, we're raising our basic minimums from this amount to this amount.
Yeah.
Right. But if you don't tell your private pay parents, the ones that aren't eligible for that tuition assistance, then we can't pay you that. So I'm like, well, I mean, business wise, you have to,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like at the door, like just handing out new agreements and stuff. And I feel bad for doing it, but in the same sense, it's like this
But
is just
Well,
a
I mean, if
growing
worse comes to worse,
pains
if
of
a
having
lot of
daycare,
parents
you
are
know?
upset, you could say we can sit down and we can talk about it, and I can be as transparent as possible.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you exactly why this is happening.
Surprisingly, nobody said anything. I mean, I'm sure they're bitching and
Well,
complaining.
but
at
I
home.
feel like because of all those things going up, CCIS probably went up too.
I'll tell you exactly
well,
what it
everything's
is.
going up.
Well, I'm
It-
saying CCIS
and
probably like
I
we're gonna
actually
up our rates
wrote a
because we're
dope
gonna help
ass
you,
letter,
so.
and I basically
did.
said, you
Sounded very
know,
professional.
it keeps us with our competitors, you know, inflation and stuff and all that stuff. But it was just so weird because like I already had like started my week with giant anxieties of doing this, and I felt bad for doing it, and I was prepared and ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The statement "when it rains, it pours" has never been true.
Yeah, like that's how I felt. And then, you know, for the last like 3 weeks, this motherfucker has been texting me at 10:30 at night saying, tonight's the night, I'm quitting. You know what I mean?
I'm so hey, but listen, that's over with. So,
Yeah,
so
right.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, I'm totally
Yeah.
happy. I've been telling him for months, just fucking do it. Rip
Do
it
it.
off like
Yeah,
a
do
Band-Aid.
what you
Get
want.
it over with.
Never gonna be if you're not happy in your current situation, you gotta
Well, it's
fucking
nice
move
you
on.
don't have to answer to anybody.
That too, and whatever financial
your own
heartache
boss.
or
Well,
financial.
and if you
And
don't
then-
see an out where you're at, if you can't figure out an out, or like if you can't figure out like what's gonna make this situation better, it's never going to get better.
right.
Yeah.
So like leaving and doing.
I mean,
it is
in the way
big
I think
first
of it is prior to him even working, like going back to prior him getting his CDL
Yeah.
and where we were
Yeah.
at, like financially, I was making
much
a little.
different scenario.
I was making a little over $11 an hour. We had 4 kids. He was making maybe $200 a week. You know what I mean? So like we were just getting by.
Yeah.
At this point, like I feel like if I have to,
One-
I'll carry it for a little
Yeah.
bit. You know
when
what I mean?
when I quit Dreyfus, it was to go to the Carpenters because I thought there was a real opportunity there. I didn't find a job there, and then when I was like, Dad, I need a little bit of work. It was nice to just like listen, I might not have learned the most conventional ways to do things, but now that I understand how things work, and I can go into a job without asking a question.
But it would stop me tomorrow
huge.
To say like, hey.
So, but I'm saying like
work.
I left a bad situation to learn a skill, maybe not being the right way, maybe not from some kind of certified teacher or whatever. I still learned all of these skills. So now I can look at somebody and say, yes, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah. Yep.
So I can handle that now. And that's, if I didn't think about, like, if I was still in the same situation a couple years ago and I didn't quit, I'd still be at that fucking job. And I'd be cutting grass and
That's where I was.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where I was for 6 years.
It's not even the fact of working for someone else. I'm still working for someone else.
Right.
It happens to be
doing
my
something you wanna
dad.
do.
But it's something that like I have a better understanding of. And if I ever really needed to leave or do something else, I have skills now that I can move on to. Maybe they're not certified in the way that people want them to be, but I can still do a bathroom just like the fucking guy who's in a union doing those bathrooms.
Right, I agree.
Fucking do that.
And like my thing is that what's funny is that because I was raised around that, and like I seen things transform through my life, like whatever houses that my dad had and stuff. When I say these things at the daycare, I'll be like, my dad's we're gonna do the ceiling, we're gonna do the floor. My dad's gonna work on doing outside and stuff. And like all my employees look at me like I'm half retarded. Like I have 3 eyes. And I'm like, no, really, this is really happening. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they come in the next day and they're like, Jesus Christ, this all got done. I'm like, yeah, because I know that this can get done.
I know a guy.
Yeah, well, it's not even that, but I know like
how awesome is it to know that like no matter what, especially in our
which
circle,
is why I went into this.
In our circle, if there's a problem, somebody knows how to get through that problem.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to like fixing or maintaining something. There's somebody we know in our circle that can do that.
Yeah.
And like that goes a lot further in my mind, especially when someone says, I went to college. I got a degree. Doesn't fucking matter. I know how to fix a house. Good luck paying someone to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So like that to me is like way more valuable in life.
Oh, I agree.
To know how to do those tiny basic things because dude, I was talking to, and I'm not gonna throw any names. Talking to the friend that's moving into her new house. She didn't even know what we're talking about furnace filters. She's like,
what's that?
We're talking about changing those. And I was like, you passed your dye test. She goes, yeah, they told me I did. And like, you don't know if
yeah.
What is the dye test? What is a dye test? You know what I mean? Like I know what a dye test is, but I'm saying like some other people don't understand
food
that.
Coloring in my sink, I think.
Right. Exactly. So he comes home at like I guess 2:00, but he woke me up at 5. So I look at my phone and I'm like, it's only 5.
I sat downstairs for 3 hours on Indeed, questioning exactly what just happened.
Yeah, he really did. And he comes upstairs and he's like, I'm so sorry. I really did quit. I was like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. You've been telling me this for like months now. I mean, like literally leading up to my wedding, he's like, I'm quitting after the wedding. And then after the wedding, he didn't quit. So I was like, all right, whatever.
I was a little bit stunned he didn't either.
Yeah.
Especially because like there was one night I was on, I was playing Call of Duty with him. We were playing Call of Duty and you were on at 8. I'm like, you got to go to work. He was like, nah, I quit. Nah. And he said, I quit. I said, yes, about damn time. I did. I had this reaction. I was like, yeah. He goes, I didn't quit. I just called off. I'm like, motherfucker. Right? Yeah. Like, so, I was excited when he said it.
Like, it's literally, because we work in such a routine. So this week was so weird between the, up in the tuitions, the incident at the daycare, him quitting his job. Thursday was kind of normal.
It's nice to throw a wrench in the routine every once in a while.
Yeah, I agree. Today I had an employee walk in. She goes, I've been throwing up all night. I'm like, I looked at her. I was like all happy, like, hey, good morning. And she's like, I've been throwing up all night. I'm like, go home. And she looked at me and I was like, no, really, just go
Get
home.
out of here.
And
Bye.
she's like, see? And she goes into my bathroom.
Wait, and you guys, at that point you go, I fucking believe you, leave.
Yeah. And for the people that can see us on camera, me and Nikki are sitting there going, so,
get out of here.
what are we going to do after this? I was like,
later.
Nick, fill up the bleach bucket. Fill it up.
Her and Nikki are just
she leaves. She was there for a whole 5 minutes.
I hope they don't listen to this because like.
I mean, she does. She doesn't know. But she leaves for a whole half an hour after that. Me and Nikki are feverishly just cleaning everything and everything.
Yeah, like that's
doorknobs,
horrible.
anything and everything that I could think of.
Like,
I'm just wiping things
me,
out.
Me and Dad will get into like arguments. Like like last year when I had Lyme disease and I thought it was a fever. And I was like, okay, I had a fever last night. I was sick all day, and I was like, Dad, I got to call off. He goes, "Are you joking?" I'm like, "I'm sick.
Nasty shit.
I was like, listen. Well, and I told him, I was like, this might be COVID, because it felt like, you get the fever, I got the chills, I felt sickly the next day. I was like, if it's COVID, I don't want to be around my dad. I don't want to be around a diabetic with this. So I was like, I'm just going to call off. I didn't know it was Lyme. I got better the next day. I was like, oh, it must have been a 24-hour bug or whatever. The next week it was the same thing. But when you're sick, don't come to fucking work. Don't expose people. Just even if you don't know what it is, just don't be a dickhead. Use common sense about just stay away from fucking people in general. You just don't want to make other people sick. It is ruining whatever you have going on for whatever people have going on. You're fucking the next 2 weeks. Yeah. Regardless, like when we're older, like I could recover from a cold when I was, 14, 15 in like 4 days. I can't recover from a cold. It takes me 2 weeks now. Yep. Like it just takes a long time.
It takes me 2 days to get over a fucking mild hangover now.
Yeah, dude. Everything is harder when you're older, especially illnesses. And I'm like, if I'm throwing up all night, I'm calling my boss like, look, you might not believe me. I don't want to be there. You don't want me there.
Every time I get something like that,
I was telling my shit myself.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Well, and
it's
every
guaranteed
time
out. He's gonna not argue with you. You shit yourself? Oh God, stay home.
Every time I get sick, that I get really fucking sick, and when I go to throw up, I start to pass out.
You know what's nice about the one really nice thing about getting older is people don't just assume it's a hangover when you say you call in sick.
Oh yeah,
they all like. I had a boss who just assumed every time I called in sick it was a hangover, and I'm like, no, it's
not.
It's not a hangover. I knocked my headphones out. I have no idea what. I can't hear myself. It's not a hangover. Yeah. It's me being sick, and like I don't know how to convince you that I'm actually sick. So, but I am sick, and then you have to go the next day, and then you go in, and you're like, "Oh, you are sick. I can hear it in your nasally. I can hear it.
You're nasally.
Like, thanks, cool. Like I'm glad we have to fucking wait for a day to clear that air."
Well, I had her call off, and then I had to stay until close today. But then my other job, I had to be on the my shift ends at 3:30, and I was on the computer until 5. So like, I went to the beer distributor today, and on my way home,
she walked in with a fucking beer in her hand.
Yeah,
I was like,
I got my ass handed to me this week.
Jesus Christ, 30-pack beer in her hand.
So I went to that girl's house to help her with stuff, and hanging her TV was one of the things, and you have to make sure there's a level. Yeah. I said, I'm going to hang this TV, but I have beer in my truck. As soon as this TV's hung and I make sure it's straight, I'm going to drink the entire time doing the rest of your stuff.
Fuck yeah.
And she was like, that's fine. Just make sure the shit's straight. And I said, perfect.
Got you.
Made sure that shit was straight. I
straight to me, motherfucker.
I started slugging beers, putting a fucking ceiling fan in. I was like, we're going to make sure everything, because nothing else had to be level. It just had to be done. So I was like, this is easy. So,
well, that was
ready. Ready to wrap up?
Yeah, we got to cut it. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm running out of battery power on the GoPro.
That was my week. That was it.
That's good. We all good? You guys good? Everyone good? All right, little touch.
I vented. I feel better.
A little touch base here. Appreciate Matt showing up. Thank you very much, dude.
Absolutely.
It's a fucking surprise and a half. I'm glad you showed up. It's always good to have you on the show. You haven't yet, always like and comment on our YouTube videos, please. It helps us out. Spotify, same thing. Leave a little message. The other thing I wanted to ask is I'm trying to see if we can get something together with some sponsorships. If you want to reach out, you can hit us at anyexcusetodrink@gmail. It's right, anyexcusetodrink@gmail.
Yes.
anyexcusetodrink@gmail.com. Send a DM over there. We'll see it. Either me or Matt will find it. We both have it hooked up to our phones.
More than likely Ryan.
More than likely me. But just reach out and let me know if you have an ad or something you guys want to run. We'll see if we can work a deal and you help us sponsor the show. We'll get better equipment, better scenes.
Even if it's buying a thing for the show and we run your ad.
We can run your ad for like a month. If you buy like a mic or something like that.
Something as minor as that.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a consistent like every week thing.
We need an Amazon
one big bump.
Wish list.
A wish list for Any Excuse to Drink.
Yeah.
That's going to be full of all kind of crazy shit like key lights and fucking set backdrops and acoustic panels and all kind of crazy shit.
Honestly, that like Not saying
that's
this is
great.
that. I'm saying add to this.
we
Add to
didn't
this
turn the lights
this allure of the background. We can
Well, this
have
I
something
didn't
like
turn
that.
the lights on for the tree.
You know what you should do is do a green screen and just change the background every single time
so
you're on camera.
whenever we have the projector, it'll come down.
I'm gonna put
behind us.
costumes on it. for
No,
myself.
we literally just put a green screen and just put like maybe a guy eating a burger back there.
We were
Just sitting
talking
there,
about
you
going
know.
up to Mount Washington and doing this.
Yeah,
have a
I
generator,
listened
bro.
to it.
Did you listen to that? That'd be funny as
It'd be
fuck.
funny, yeah.
do it.
Dude, we
It'd be
should
like
try.
a Steven Crowder
We got to
thing.
do it on a night where it's nice though.
You propose a question and ask that person to change your mind.
There'd be so many people
Yeah.
fucking with us. They'd be like, "What are you doing? Filming a fucking shit down?
Sit down. We put a question on a banner like Steven Crowder. We
What's
just do
your
that.
excuse to
Yeah.
drink?
I mean, we're not going to be as controversial. Like, we don't want to have like
No, I want to hear people's
philosophical
excuses to
conversation,
drink. We're going
but
to Mount
exactly.
Washington to hear people's
let's do
excuses
on scene excuse to drink. I'll
Fuck
be the
yeah,
guy.
let's
I
go.
can do that.
Let's go.
I got a mic. We'll just get one of the wireless things and hook it into here. You can walk around with it.
Yep.
Little battery powered mic.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's
I'm
do
not
it.
even joking.
I'm
That's
serious.
fine.
All right. Well,
Catch us in Mount
All right, yeah.
Washington
Catch us in
in
Mount
August.
Washington. Are you ready for me?
yeah. Go ahead. It's
And we'll see you next Tuesday.
oh shit.
That's the ball
All right,
game,
folks.
folks.